Woo! Happy Friday!
Now I'm nervous.
Yo! I'm just gonna add one more ingredient to this rum punch. She brought over the cazadores.
Oh, are we? Oh. I'm about to get lit. Hi, everyone.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to my kitchen. Let me know how that sound is, like, is it right in your ear? How does that sound? I'm having this playlist.
Can you hear us, or is the music?
How do we sound? Yeah, is the music too loud?
Agata's so happy right now.
Our dogs are playing.
Yes, our dogs are playing. Robin, are you having fun? Where'd you go? You having fun? Yeah.
Hey guys. Oh, okay. Josh said we sound good. Okay, cool. Can you hear the music? I'm trying to set a vibe over here. Did a playlist pairing. Okay, so everything else is here in the picture so far. If you guys saw the recipe that I posted on my story. And now we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of this. But honestly, do whatever you feel, like at your discretion, and you know, more or less of anything is totally your call.
Okay, I'll put you down. You want some water? Thanks for having me over.
I'm so excited to have somebody over right now.
I know, I miss my friends. I haven't seen you.
I know.
Oh, you can hear? Okay, great. Yeah, so we're just talking about the 4th, asking if anyone's doing anything, and I'm boycotting it, as Joe is. And we just feel like there's just a lot going on right now. And I don't know, I just feel like we have to relearn history the way it is, and the 4th is about celebrating freedom, and that's actually like not a fact right now. And it hasn't been a fact for a while. And let's be honest, the past couple of years, it was just an excuse to drink.
That's what it is.
It's just an excuse to drink.
I mean, and it's the same thing with Thanksgiving. I don't think any of us are really like, you know what, so glad the Pilgrims came over and like, you know, did their thing. I don't think we're celebrating that. But we need to get more clear on that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an excuse to gather, to get, you know, to be with friends.
To be with friends, but especially right now, I mean, be careful with who you're gathering with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've been gathering with each other quite a bit. So here we go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This rum punch. I hope somebody is making it along at home. Here we go. Okay. Bye.
Oh God. Bye.
Oh, that's wicked strong.
Actually, hold on. I didn't feel that strong at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? The ice needs to...
I don't even taste the alcohol. I don't know. Whoops. I'm a lightweight too. That's bizarre. I don't think you guys know that I'm a lightweight. Cheers, everyone.
Yes, cheers, everyone.
I'm so excited for these.
All right, let me get started on them. So I've tried to... Oh, they're probably... See, they're over here.
Yeah, I'll move the camera.
Okay. Tried to like measure out some of the stuff so far. Mad scallions or green onions. I actually have some growing outside on my little like porch thing that I picked. That's the one thing. My garden is not thriving, but
you're such a wifey. She's growing her own plants, her own herbs.
I love this shit.
That's finely chopped right now.
Finely chopped. At the bottom we have the Scotch bonnet pepper, which is a really, really spicy pepper that I just got the powder for because I couldn't find the actual pepper. So that, salt, sugar, blah, blah, blah. Actually, let me pull up the recipe on here so I can make sure I'm doing it right.
I need to slow down on this drink. It's so good.
Girl, don't slow down.
I'm going to get buzzed. Remember, I was with Tavares earlier.
Tavares, what'd you do?
He gave me a margarita and it was very strong. Is he here? Tavares, you here? He better be.
Please release a video for man. It's on there. I mean, it's out.
It's out, and I'm in it too.
She's in it.
I watched it today. That was really funny. Ooh. We didn't plan that earlier.
I love that. Okay, hold on. What is this?
It's like the TV was hearing us because right after it, we were playing Chloe and How I Do It.
They definitely are listening.
Oh yeah, the FBI.
Okay, so I'm gonna put all those ingredients into a blender. I'm gonna make a flax egg because this is a vegan recipe. So to bind the meatball meat to the sauce, you want to use an egg. I'm gonna make a flax egg. I'm gonna combine 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water, and then let it sit in the fridge for 10 minutes and thicken to be the consistency of an egg. But let's make up this jerk sauce. For any people who are from the Caribbean, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, I found some recipes, I've been putting things together.
We're trying.
I'm trying, I'm taking a world tour in my kitchen. Like, I've been trying recipes from all over the place. So she was like, let's do this jerk vibe. And
Yeah.
so
I love jerk. I love jerk.
I hope I do it somewhat justice.
No, you've become a little chef. I'm so proud of you. Like every day she's sending me photos like, look what I made today, look what I made and then you brought that pasta over? That was so good.
Yeah, I think that was a vodka sauce or something that I did.
I said I was going to turn into a chef this quarantine, and I have not.
But she's been doing other amazing stuff. She's in her dance bag. She like took
yeah.
college courses. She like knows all about government and law now.
I did study intro American law. That was really fascinating, actually.
I was very inspired that you did that.
Yeah, I feel like I want to take more classes. I took a break for a second. It's a lot of hard work. And then law, I mean, there's so much reading. And the quizzes were so hard.
But you did it, yo.
Yeah, thank you.
What have you guys been doing with your quarantine time?
What have you wanted to do but have not done but actually did do? Did that even make sense? I hope so. Brazil, what's up?
Hey, Brazil. What are people saying about what they've done?
Someone got a puppy. Congratulations. Welcome to being a parent.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Where's my child?
Roman.
Roman, are you roaming around? Great. Be good. Drinking, reading, smoking, and exercising. That sounds like a great combo. I'm not mad at it.
Here's some fresh thyme, y'all. You smell that?
That smells so good. I'm so excited. I should probably pay attention to this. Here's the thing. I really came over just to get spoiled by it.
I love this. Yeah, so the recipe is, I put it on my IG story. Again, follow at your own discretion and do whatever you want. What up, Novel? Oh, you've been listening to podcasts. Okay.
Yeah, that's... I love you too. I don't even think that was for me, but I'm just going to reciprocate it.
You. Okay, I'm gonna
Writing and recording a debut EP. Oh, that's amazing.
Damn.
Malaysia's in the house. Okay. Agape is literally living her life. I'm so happy. Are you happy? Are you so happy?
I bet JoJo cooking is bomb. I'm glad you have faith in me.
I'm so excited. It is bomb. I tried pasta, and she made the vodka sauce and everything. It was a vegan pasta. It was delicious. It was so good. And then you made me that mezcal drink, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That had us on our asses.
I was so drunk. And I only had like 1.5. I couldn't even finish it.
Yeah, we fell asleep watching the Michael Jordan documentary.
We did. Oh yeah, we fell asleep on the couch.
I was like, I think we need water when we go to sleep now.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. We were raving in my bathroom.
Yes.
So I have my, what is it, White Elephant? Oh yeah, White Elephant. Last Christmas I played that with my family, and I got this like light for your toilet. And so it changes colors from like blue, yellow, green, whatever. And so we were in my bathroom giving ourselves facials, and all of a sudden I like opened the lid and we're just like raving to the lights from my toilet. That's what we've been doing with our time.
Yeah, that's quarantine.
I sound like the mom from Family Guy.
What?
Someone's like, not to be rude. I don't think that's rude.
I guess it sounds like you. I was about to say, what does she sound like?
Is that me? Does that mean I'm funny? Oh, my sister's on here. Hi, Talia.
Hey, Talia. What's up, girl? Okay, we're around the same height, right? So you can't reach tall things for me. I was like, wait, can you get that?
I'm 5'2".
Okay, yeah, I might have 1 inch on you.
I have a stepping stool at my house.
Small people problems.
Hi, buddy. I'm so excited. Yo, this drink is already hitting me.
Good, but it's dynamic, right? There's like it's not sharp. It's rounded.
That's what's dangerous about it.
Exactly. This punch will really knock you on your ass if you let it. Okay, so we're almost ready to blend this sauce up, and I'll have you taste it and tell me if it needs any more or less of something.
Is it spicy? You know I like it spicy.
Yes. Yes, it should be. I've never used this Scotch bonnet before. Last time I used habanero peppers, or some other type of pepper that wasn't what it was supposed to be. But anyway, now I'm trying to use something that's more true to the recipe.
Happy birthday. There's a birthday in the house.
Hey, happy birthday.
You guys were probably trying to watch this, huh?
Okay, ready? Here we go. Oh, let me plug it in.
I love JoJo's new album. Me too.
Oh,
it's
thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you.
What's your favorite song?
All right, we're about to blend it. Here we go. About being friends.
How are we friends? Do you remember how we met?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah, it was just like one day we were in each other's lives. Like I really.
We
Not
met
a bit.
so long ago. Someone just asked.
It's not that spicy.
It's not spicy at all. But I'm the wrong person to ask. It's not spicy though.
Huh. We gotta add more Scotch bonnet powder to it. What if y'all need to start freestyling? I got the beat. Oh, word? Ooh. Okay. I suck at freestyling. I wish I would just let my mind go and do it.
How long have y'all known each other? We don't know. It's been like 10 years, right?
Yeah,
Probably around that time.
Definitely.
Like 10 years. I don't remember how we met, but I remember seeing you at the Do Something Awards.
Yes.
But I already had met you before.
Yes. Yep, at the Do Something Awards, I remember seeing you too.
I have no idea. That's when you know it's real friendship, when you don't remember. Oh, Pedialyte is someone's favorite. That was a good one. Thinking About You is also so good.
Damn, okay, wait, maybe that is spicy. Maybe it's spicy on the back end.
I'm literally the wrong person to ask. That wasn't spicy to me. Because you know I like my chile.
Yo, worst comes to worst, I have some jerk barbecue sauce that I'll just slather the meatballs with. So if I can't get it together, it will get gotten. Regardless.
Where do you want me to put this?
Put the spoon in the sink. Yeah, thank you. While I figure out the sauce, I'm just gonna make a flax egg real quick. You've experimented with different ways of eating, right?
Like different recipes? Or?
No, like been vegetarian, been pescatarian,
Oh, yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Paleo.
Yeah, I haven't done paleo. I was vegan for a while. And by a while, I mean like 40 days.
40 days?
Yeah, I got really,
Did you do that for like a spiritual cleanse or something?
Yeah. And I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed eating vegan. I just got too thin where I just didn't feel healthy.
It's never been a problem for me. No, but that's, I mean, a lot of people do say that.
Yeah. I almost looked sick, so, and I didn't feel good, so, I tried that. I've tried being vegetarian, pescatarian, but then, fish is new to me. I just started liking fish probably like 4 years ago, and so I didn't know about like mercury and all of that stuff, so I had to cut that out. Well, I didn't cut it out. I love sushi and I love a lot of fish, but I've been eating a lot healthier ever since the surgery, and I can't eat as much protein as I once could.
There's this misconception that we need more protein than we actually need. Have you seen documentaries that are saying that? And like, when people go vegan, they're like, well, where will you get your protein? And they're not considering that leafy greens have so much protein, and you know, there's so much.
There's other stuff that has protein, like beans, and I eat a lot of beans.
Yeah.
We definitely need it, but not as much as people use it for. I mean, I know a lot of people have like protein shakes and stuff like that, but it's crazy because I can only have like 3 to 5 ounces of protein per meal.
What? Oh, okay.
One kidney,
per meal.
So per meal.
So our kidney is where we process meat?
We process everything in our kidneys, everything. It's what literally gets rid of toxins and distributes a lot of nutrients and vitamins throughout our body. So because I have one, too much protein can cause me actually an infection.
Oh shit, okay.
So I've been pretty good about that and just eating a lot healthier, and you know, the lifestyle that I have now is a lifestyle we should have anyway. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water. If you drink alcohol, drink water. With every glass of wine, drink a glass of water. I don't drink soda.
That's definitely a good just thing to live by all the time. Like
yeah. I just listen to my body. I think it's just important to listen to your body.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to grind these flax seeds into a flax meal, and I'm not really having a great time with it. So do I actually have already flax meal that's already ground? I thought I did. Maybe, but I think. Hold on, let's see if I just have.
You want to lay down? Can I put you on the couch? You want to put you on the couch? Let's see if he stays. Let's go on the couch.
Wait, Tavares is saying, can y'all take a shot or what?
Oh my God. Are we going to take a shot?
Let's take a shot.
Oh God.
Jill's on here. What's up, Jill?
Jill, I want to meet the baby.
I know, everybody wants to meet the baby.
Oh.
All right, if you
notice I'm drinking water in between.
Smart girl.
Where am I drinking alcohol?
Fuck is my. Are you good at using a pestle and whatever this is called?
Yes.
Like, okay.
I am a Mexican.
Okay, perfect.
This is what we do. I'm gonna put it down. All right, I guess we're taking a shot. Joe can get me to take shots, not you, Tavares. Yeah, this takes a while. I'm surprised you were gonna go like all authentic like this.
I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking. Throw the flax seeds in the blender. Oh, that's a good idea, Jill. Okay.
Jill for the win. Can we do that? We have to clean it though.
Yeah, Jill is just not an option right now. Myself, Fredo, and John ready. Oh, yeah, you're gonna take shots with us? Are they all together?
I guess so. Well, I know John was gonna go over to Fredo's.
Tavares, are y'all all together?
They're loyal.
Oh, someone's saying they like the views. Is my ass looking really?
Yeah,
What's
dude.
about my gains? Is it looking good?
You look really good.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, Betty. Fredo, are the three of you together?
Hey, Fredo. Sticks and fire. He needs more wood for the fire. Oh my God. Okay, we're good. Yay! The flax meal is ground. Okay, yay. Okay, great. You can just dump that in the trash, actually. You sure it's funny? What's up? Okay.
Yeah, that was not happening.
Yeah. Seeds are wicked hard to grind. Okay, so the vibe is making a flax egg, putting it away for empty out the blender and wash. Take one for the team. No, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, that's too much work right now. Y'all, that shot in this drink, I've never been drunk on Instagram Live. It might be my first time. It might be my first time. But in the meantime, make sure with every drink, drink some water.
Just being all responsible and stuff. Look, if you're in your home, yeah, absolutely take care of yourself, but have fun. Balance. Can you request me and a bigger fan of you? Okay, boom. And then 3 tablespoons of water.
So how you guys feeling? What are you guys doing for the weekend?
Is anybody joining us and having a beverage?
Yeah, is anyone else drinking with us? My 2 faves and 1 live. Can life get any better? You're so sweet, Jazzy. Thank you. My sister just texted me. Oh my God, Francie, you never take shots. What the F? What the fuck? I know, but it's the weekend and I'm with Joe. And it's Tavares' fault.
I just bring the best out of people.
Y'all, if you guys would have known us.
Oh my God! Thank God for evolution. For real. Speak on it. That's some real
Preach
shit.
about it. If y'all would have known us, well, when I was in my 20s, early 20s.
Yeah, I'm at the end of my 20s, and I mean, I'm just so thankful that I made it to the end of my 20s. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get snuck into clubs.
I'm the best influence. I used to sneak her into the club. Whoops. We're not going to say which one, but we had fun. You were 20, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you were 20. It's 3:30 a.m. in South Africa, so I'm sipping water.
Someone's detoxing at the moment. Good for you.
Yes, good for you. Water's great.
So this is the flax egg that's going to sit in the fridge for 10 minutes while I prepare the meatballs and all that stuff. All right.
Did you work out today?
I did not, girl. I'll tell you about my day later, but it was just mostly music and practicing piano and getting things together. And no, I did not work out. I should.
Lots of piano going.
Good. Yeah. I just learned 2 new chords today, 2 new little fingerings today, so that was very exciting.
Well, that's awesome. I love that you're doing that. You're coming out with new talents. And a chef.
I'm going to expand over
If
here.
you're a chef, I can't even get over it.
I wish. I'm trying. Okay, so we got the sauce. Now we're going to take out the... You've had a Beyond Burger, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoyed them, actually. Roman Gatsby, what are you doing?
So I'm going to use... I'm not going to make that many meatballs, actually. So we're probably just going to...
Do you help?
I think I'm good. Thanks, babe. Actually...
Offered, but, you know.
Okay, wait. I will have you... Yeah.
I just want to get spoiled. That's fine. Roman, where are you going?
All right, peep this. John asked what I'm making. I'm about to make a vegan jerk meatball.
Should I wash my hands?
Yes, please. So we're gonna put these 2 patties, these 2 Beyond Burger patties, in a medium bowl, and then treat them like it was ground turkey or ground beef or whatever. Brandon says, JoJo, make a smoothie. No, I'm not making a smoothie. Damn it. All right, so kind of just combine that, just so they're together.
Okay.
Like ground meat.
I did just wash my hands, just so you guys know.
Braid my hair. Perfect. So as you can see, there's not going to be that many meatballs, but it's just the 2 of us. So I should have made extra. But you over there cooking like Khalees. Oh yeah, so Khalees is like a full chef now. You know Khalees?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
She's a full chef, and she.
So are you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, she sends me pictures all the time.
I'm good. Oh, you're good. I wonder if dogs can eat that.
I'm pretty sure this helps you.
Hey, Connie! My aunt is on here. Connie, I promise I'm not embarrassing you yet. I haven't said anything too crazy.
Keyword. Yeah. Round 2.
Okay. So.
The place is so cute. I haven't seen it during the day.
Oh, thank you. You've only been over when it's dark already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We were drinking you up.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm trying to get the vibe right during quarantine.
Yeah.
Oh, you like this blue picture? My mom got it for me from like Goodwill or I'm not sure if it was Goodwill or like the Melrose Trading Post, but some type of the ring on the cups. I'm not really sure, but it's just kind of like an artful little vibe that I enjoy. Woo! You might want some ice. Oh no, I didn't refill your cup because I'm selfish and terrible host.
And she's getting me drunk. Great.
All right.
Happy Friday. Roman.
Literally the only thing that grew in my garden that I can keep alive.
It's so hard. You want to go outside? You want to smell? You like it?
Yeah. All right, now I'm about to make the actual meatball combination because we already made the jerk sauce that's chilling right here. And now we're gonna combine like 3 little, whatever these are. Are they green onions? Are they scallions? Are they, I don't know. I know I'm not the only person who's been cooking and spending more time in the kitchen and doing all stuff like that. So what have you guys been making?
Roman, come in. I've been making a lot of beans. That's normal.
You gotta teach me the right way to make beans.
I'll do that. I made a, well, it's not vegan. I made a flank steak the other day.
Damn, that does sound good as fuck.
It was really good. I marinated it for like 2 days.
In what?
It was like an Asian sauce that I marinated with. It was really good. But you didn't need any like A1 or anything. It was so
Juicy. Yeah, well you let that bitch just sit for a bit.
With some asparagus.
I don't like asparagus.
Really?
Guys,
I learned to like it. I didn't like it at first. But I like it charred. If it's not charred, I don't like it.
it makes my pee smell for like 2 days. And I don't like that.
Um,
Some people it doesn't affect.
I don't smell anything, but I don't eat it often. I think if you eat it often, I don't know.
I don't know. It makes me feel weird. I know it's good, but
No, I mean, you eat a lot more vegetables than I do.
okay, we're looking for 2 cloves garlic here.
Roman, are you just exploring? Sing a bit of gold for us.
You're loving like you're loving this girl. Why are we talking about Adrian by Mom? What the fuck are you talking about?
What about Adrian?
Who's Gold Mosaic? Hey.
I don't know. Hey, what's up?
Hi, baby.
LOL, my pee definitely gets smelly after asparagus. I thought it was just me.
It's not just you. Like it's why I don't eat asparagus because I don't enjoy the after effects of it. Like it's good when I'm eating it, and then I'm like, this is creepy. You're lingering. You know? Like leave me alone.
Someone just said your song with Tory Lanez is good.
Hey.
Let me just tell you guys something. This girl sent me that song before it came out, and she goes, "Try not to get turned on. Warning, it's impossible." And it really was impossible. I was feeling a certain type of way afterwards.
Woo!
Or should I say during it? I was like, oh,
Yo!
that song. Yeah, that's a good one. That should definitely be on a certain playlist.
Oh yeah, in our group chat we were talking about sex playlists, right? The other day.
Yes, one of our friends asked if, we're in a group chat, one of our friends asked if we had any good sex playlists, and I was like, Joe? She said like 7.
There's just, I love playlists, and I'm going to start sharing more of them, but like, there's something for every mood, and, you know, I don't know, there's different types of love making, there's different types of intimacy.
I appreciated the playlist.
Okay.
I was asking for a friend. But no, that one with Tory Lanez is definitely a good one.
Thank you, girl. All right, loop. Okay, we're doing a 3rd cup of this jerk sauce. Okay, we can combine that. Oh my God, that's why it doesn't taste right. Because I haven't added the actual spice now. Wow. Okay.
What's the actual spice?
The actual spice is the Scotch bonnet powder that it's all about Rome.
They said tell Jo to tell us the playlist. She'll share.
Oh yeah, it's on my story.
I think they're talking about the sex playlist.
Oh, the sex playlist. Okay, I got you.
She'll share. Where is your mom?
She's in Massachusetts.
Oh shit, when did you find out?
Like, it's been like 2 weeks now.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that weird?
I love it. Whoa, actually,
Yeah,
do you feel that in your eyes?
I felt it in my nose.
Woo! Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay, that's spicy
That's
now.
a lot.
Alright.
You know your mama likes spicy. I be carrying tapatio with me everywhere I go.
Okay, so if you, I'll combine it. What do you want to do?
No, I can do anything.
Do you like doing that too? Actually, my nails are shorter than yours. I'll do it. Okay, so
I just got them done.
So we're combining 1/3 of a cup of the jerk sauce that we just mixed up with the meatball vibes.
Someone said, I'm listening to it now. Y'all nasty.
Hey!
That's a compliment. You don't even know. This is irrelevant, but are you that girl that played in the movie Bring It On All or Nothing? Yes, I am.
It's very relevant, yo.
That is relevant. I am. I played Letty. I was 17 years old in that film.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, I was 17
Wait,
years
Solange
old.
was in that, right?
Solange was in it, yeah. Solange was 19. I was 17. Hayden was 16.
Oh my god.
It was my first, like, big project. And now I'm a lot older than that, but it was fun.
I do remember watching that now. I loved that.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. I did not know anything about being on set. Like, what a mark was. When they put the T in front of me, I was like, what do I do?
Wait, really?
I had no idea. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to read a call sheet. Yeah.
I still don't know how to read call sheets. So I'll teach you. I'm like, just tell me. Okay.
After I did a movie after that, because in that movie I had a friend on there, so she just kind of told me what time I had to be there every day, and she drove me. But
Thank
I did,
God. Friends.
yeah. But then I did a movie after that, and I had no idea how to read a call sheet, and I didn't know what we were doing, and so I asked the other actor, like, "What are we filming tomorrow?" And he was like, "I think this." So I just went with that, and I showed up, and it was definitely not that. And I was so unprepared, and I got in huge trouble because I didn't know any of my lines.
But I bet that never happened again.
Never
So you
again.
learned
I was like, I'm gonna learn how to read a call sheet.
Exactly.
If you guys don't know, a call sheet is basically like the schedule that they give you for set, and it tells you what time you have to be there and what scenes you're filming, so you can learn your dialogue.
Oh, this is Solange right here. This is one of my favorite songs. Do you ever heard this song? Bins?
No, I haven't. I'm so proud of Solange.
Do anything with it.
What, this?
There we go. No, but yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it.
I just want to wake up to the sun.
Someone said we need actress Joanna to make a comeback.
I agree. I would like to, but I just want to be like prepared and really.
I'd love to work with you on something.
I would love that too.
If we can act in a film or something,
That would be so
that
fun.
would be so fun.
I feel like quarantine is making people realize that they can be. We can create more than a thought. Like,
Yeah.
And
We definitely have to get more creative
Yeah.
being here.
absolutely.
I didn't realize how codependent I was on crew. I mean, when I had to start filming my own stuff, I was like, I'm sorry, what do I do?
Right. Me too.
Yeah. I don't know how you shot a whole music video during quarantine. That was amazing.
Yo, Santiago. I don't know if you met Santi yet, but he did the small things video too, and it's just when you meet people you can trust, then you can do things with them, and that's what's awesome about creating with your friends. And like I just shot something with Zelda yesterday. Did I tell you that?
No, I missed something.
Yeah, she is really the best.
How's she doing?
She's doing really great. Guys, I'm sorry. These meatballs are not going to be done by the time we're over. But I mean, by the time this live is over. But I will show you guys later. Why is someone calling themselves Hella Done? What's up? Oh my God! Thank you. Yeah, she was in Secret Life.
I was in Secret Life. I did that too. I was 19 when I started that one. God, you guys have grown up with me too.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Like being a teenager and all that attention.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely.
You know what's insane is I remember being in middle school and running home after school to watch TRL so I can watch this one's music videos.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
See my music videos?
Just to watch your music videos on TRL. Swear to God. And I remember my first time ever watching the Teen Choice Awards is because I was like, JoJo's the one, I gotta see that. Are you serious? Where? Yeah, I was a huge fan growing up, of course.
Oh.
And it's been crazy, like we're friends now.
Okay, ground pepper. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Those scallions are in there.
TRL, yes, that was my jam as well. Back in the Carson Daly days.
Yeah, any millennials? I mean, anybody who's watching this is a millennial, obviously.
Yeah, I still feel weird calling myself a millennial. Like, it doesn't feel right. But I guess we are, right?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. People under the age of like 35 are millennials, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know how that cutoff works.
I don't either. Someone said JoJo can cook too. Love.
Hey. If you need ice, there's cubes and stuff, just not in the dispenser. I don't trust it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if you open
yeah.
it. I need to redo my whole kitchen. I don't know about anybody else, but like you guys will see this process as I go through it. I just haven't prioritized spending money on this yet, but I feel like I want to redo the kitchen. So let me know if you have ideas. The kitchen sounds cute. But I just feel like it could be spruced up. It could look like this is from 1990.
Oh, the 90s. I miss the 90s.
I don't. I love.
Really? I love the 90s so much.
2020 is great. Just kidding.
That's so good. 2020 woke everyone up. 2020 woke everyone up. And I
2020 was like, bitch!
yeah. We were also, I spent New Year's with you.
Yes.
And we were so hyped.
They're like, this is our year!
Woo!
And I still feel like this is a lot of people's year, though. I still feel like this is so meaningful and so important.
I mean, a lot of us wanted 2020 vision. A lot of us wanted clear vision, and we're getting it.
Yeah.
It's not the way that we expected.
Yeah, we got it.
I mean, we're definitely woke up to the realities of life. What's been going on in our world that we've just kind of suppressed, but now we're being vocal about, and a lot of change is happening, and I really appreciate that.
So true.
Millennials are between 1980 and 1994. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yo, thank you for coming through with the tidbits, for the facts, the Google.
Any 88 babies in the house? Nope.
I'm 90, damn near 91, end of 1990.
My birthday's coming up
I know.
on the 26th.
So what are you?
I'm a Leo. I'm very much a Leo.
So that's after Gemini, right? Because we're in Gemini season?
No, we're in Cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in Cancer. So it's after Cancer.
Birthday coming up, what are you going to do? Someone wants to know.
That's an excellent question. I have no idea because of our current circumstances. I usually don't like to be in town, or I like to be working. That's not happening this year, so I have no clue. I worked last year, which I loved. And the year prior, I was working. Oh my gosh, for my 30th birthday, I spent it with Tyra Banks working on Life Size 2, and it was the best day of my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, how amazing is that?
That's pretty dope.
So sexy.
It's very, very moist. Y'all hear that? It's some ASMR shit. Yeah, I mean you can't top working on your birthday. Especially when it's something you're really excited about. So I feel you.
Yeah, I loved spending my 30th. I was in Atlanta. I got a really sweet card and message from Tyra. And I was filming like the sequel to one of my favorite childhood movies. Like I couldn't ask for anything better.
She was in the original one.
Yeah. So in the original one, it was Lindsay Lohan and Tyra because she was the doll that came to life, and then the second one, it was me and Tyra.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. As soon as I heard, "Do you want to do this movie?" I was like, "Yes!"
Yeah, of course.
I've got to do a few of my favorites. Like Bring It On was a favorite when I was growing up. Life Size was a favorite when I was growing up. The Cutting Edge, I did that one too. I did 2 of those.
What's the Cutting Edge?
It's an ice skating movie, so it's about a figure skater turning into a hockey player. Well, at least in my version, it was. And there was, in the 80s, there was a Cutting Edge movie that came out that was really popular. Chrissy Cross and Romano did Cutting Edge 2, and I did 3 and 4.
Oh, okay, yeah. She was in that show with Shia LaBeouf, right?
Even Stevens, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to work with her, which was another show that I was a huge fan of. So I was like, what is life?
It really is crazy when you meet the people that you've
grown up admiring.
Here's the consistency of the flax egg now. It's just a little bit thicker, kind of like an egg. So we're going to combine that with the Beyond Meat. Someone saying they love Cutting Edge.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you like this white cap? Good, because I haven't washed my hair in like 3-4 days. So
It's okay, you look pretty.
thank you.
I haven't washed my hair in 2 days.
Lipstick changes things.
Everything. That's why I put it on.
That's all I'm giving you. When she came to my house and she had this red lip on, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put a lip on too.
Well, you saw me on FaceTime earlier. I had nothing on. I just worked out. I was sweaty.
Oh, so you did work out? Okay.
I did. I had to.
You're a big girl.
You know how I am. Like if I don't work out, I feel depressed.
No, I feel you. I need the endorphins as well.
Yeah. Hola desde Perú. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos.
Peru's in the house?
Yes, Peru's in the house.
Okay, what up, Peru? Yo, honestly, I would really like to go to Peru and do a ceremony.
I'd be down. I want to hike and do a ceremony.
Hike and do a ceremony? What, like hike into the...
Machu Picchu?
Oh, wow. Someone says, do you use vegan cheese? I do. I love vegan cheese. Is that a cocktail Miss thing? Yes, it is. And the recipe is on my story. It's a bit of a rum punch. And this is about to be a vegan meatball. Jerk meatball.
I'm so excited to eat.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I'm keeping you waiting, girl. I'm like taking...
It's fine. I'm just drinking and getting tipsy. It's fine.
Alright, I'm going to chill this mixture, and I'll maybe come back on and show you guys the result later, but maybe we can just hang out and drink. Chill this for like 30 minutes. Hey! Oh, I love you too! So much stuff. Something just flew out from my freezer and attacked Francia.
Why is it in the freezer?
There's a little bit. There's like a whisper of vegan ice cream left in there.
There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here.
It all went right here.
There's nothing in here. Hold on. I'm going to open this. This is what she told it. Just eat it.
No, see, that's like a, hey, Rocky. You better chill that mix, exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Can you grab, oh yeah, you have the ice, okay, perfect. Yeah.
You want more ice?
Yes, please. Yeah, we're reading the messages. Oh, speaking of messages, hold on.
What?
I think this is message in a bottle with boots.
Oh my god, this is hard to get up. Alright, here you go. Beyond Meat isn't available outside of the U.S.? That's interesting.
Wait, it's not?
Yeah, someone just said, I wish Beyond Meat was available outside of the U.S.
Oh, wow.
Who did this out? I don't know.
That's tea. That's actually very interesting that it's not available outside the
I
U.S.
guess my nails keep breaking, like the edges.
That's your natural nail, right?
Yeah, it is.
I ordered these new molds from Amazon, and they're pretty disrespectful, actually.
Almost there. I got it.
Oh, God. Oh, my aunt and uncle are watching. Hey, guys. All right.
Got it.
All right.
That is a wow. Okay. When it takes two people to get one ice cream. Almost.
Yes!
Where's your drink?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. What would your dream role be on a show or a movie? Woo! For both of us. Go ahead. What's yours? Mine. That's so hard to choose. So I love doing projects with messages, which I've been very fortunate to do. But I have a dream, because I am a black belt, to do an action film.
I didn't know you were a fucking black belt.
You did it? Really?
I don't know. I just didn't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a black belt in Kempo Karate. So I would love to do an action film and just look some shit up.
Oh, my God. Actually, similarly, I would love to do something physical. That would be really fun to do an action thing together, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to combine my physicality with acting or entertaining in some way, like whether I play an assassin or a law enforcement person or a stripper. All things are physical. I'm down.
Yo, I've seen you on that pole.
I mean, you've done it too.
Yeah, I've done poles. Do you have one here yet?
I do. I have one upstairs, but I haven't been able to find the beam. Listen, we can do everything by ourselves, but I'm not tall. I need somebody to like help me install things sometimes, so
Yes,
haven't gotten to that.
I have one too, and I haven't installed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the pole is not easy. It's really hard, actually.
Hey, Tavares, you back?
Hola. Did you leave us, Tavares?
Is Foxborough Fire JoJo ready for another freestyle from me? Oh my gosh, it's all so funny.
My mom just bought a new car and she's sharing photos. She's in Mexico right now, so she's sharing photos of her new Nissan.
Oh, it's orange?
Yeah.
It's pretty fire.
She's so funny.
Aquí es lujo? What's it?
Here it's luxurious.
Here it's luxurious? Aquí es lujo?
My mom is in Mexico right now. She's from Jalisco, so I'm half Mexican, half Hondureña. So she just bought herself a car out there.
Yes.
And she's very proud, so she's sharing photos. Tavares just said, Fredo en this puto rum punch. Oh, all of a sudden you speak Spanish.
Oh, tea. Okay.
Habla en español. ¿Quién aquí habla español? Oh, we have a nurse in the house from New Jersey. Thank you for your service and everything that you're doing. And any first responders out there, thank you for everything. Appreciate it. ¿Puedes saludar en español? Sí, puedo saludar en español. ¿Qué tal? ¿De dónde eres? Tengo gente aquí de México, de Honduras. That's when Joe goes. I don't know. You know what I just remembered? How we got tattoos together?
Yes. You got one on the back of your neck?
Yeah, I got one on the back of my neck. We went to Boa one night.
Boa? Oh, yeah.
We went to Boa one night, and then afterwards we were like, let's go get tattoos. So I got this.
Is that when I got mine?
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. What did yours say? That's your mom's name?
That's my mom's signature.
Yeah, and then
you got
I have
this one.
my last name. And
Oh, you added to it, so that wasn't there.
I guess I just got my last name.
Live free or die. Yeah, you just got your last name. God, we've been through a lot together. My daughter's birthday is July 26th. Oh, happy birthday to her, birthday twin. How old is she gonna be? Venezuela, ¿qué tal? What is your favorite tattoo of yours?
Mine?
Is it your dinosaur?
No. I actually kind of regret my dinosaur at this
Really?
point. It's just silly. But actually, you know what? I really don't live with regrets. I don't like to feel that way. So it just looks a bit like a cockroach. I mean, it looks like an insect. It looks like a grasshopper.
But I remember when you got it and you were so proud of it.
I did love it.
You did.
And he did a nice job. This is, you know, a bit of a skeleton of the, but my Sedona tattoo is probably my favorite just because I love the colors and
It reminds me of Leah's song.
me too, orange skies.
Yeah.
And that's what inspired all like this sunset and stuff because I love sunrises and sunsets and yeah, it makes me think of our friend and so yeah, that's probably my favorite. Dinosaurs are huge lizards. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. It's a good observation.
My favorite, I think might be this one. A lot of people don't know I have that one, but I have a bird here that says faithfulness right next to it. Probably one of my favorite ones that I've gotten.
When did you get that?
Woo! Faithfulness? Gosh, I don't know. I got the faithfulness probably a couple years ago, and the bird, I was on Secret Life when I got this one. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really drunk when I went to the tattoo shop. But it ended up being really beautiful.
It's never a good idea, but we always do it.
But it was very beautiful. I went to the same place that we went.
I don't like that place. I'm not going to name names, but I don't like that place.
I haven't gone back.
Again.
But
It's not good because actually I got this these tattoos in my ear and they've just like kind of bled out and faded and I got it from the same place that we're talking about. Someone said dinosaur means terrible lizard. Yes, it does. It means terrible lizard and I think that's funny. Someone said, which talent do you wish you had?
I wish I had her singing voice. I'll say that. Let me tell you what happened in December. So our friend Jordan Sparks was having her birthday, and her husband reached out to me and was like, can you send a video just saying happy birthday? I was like, okay. So I came over to Joe's house, and I was like, let's send a video saying happy birthday. So I pressed record, and she starts singing. And I was like,
I didn't even know you felt this way.
what she said. What she said. I'm just going to keep my voice shut. No, I love it. It's amazing.
A talent I wish I had. I wish I was naturally good at math, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or had like a desire. I mean,
I still use my fingers.
oh,
Yeah, I still use that.
I wish I was a little bit, that came more naturally to me. That'd be cool. I don't know if that's a talent, but.
Are we chilling for a second?
Yeah, we're chilling it.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
How many of these have you done? Like, what have you cooked in the past?
This is my first one.
Really?
Yeah, so last week I went live with this woman named Rosanna Pansino.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've seen her on YouTube, but she makes like nerdy, what are they called? Nerdy nummies or whatever. And Tavares says, I need y'all on Jadakiss level. Okay, I would, want to take another shot?
I mean, I'm here. Might as well. I might not go home.
We've been on here for an hour. Are they gonna make us sign off?
No, they stopped that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think it's like, yeah, I think that it might be 2 hours now. Yes, ma'am. She's giving me the shot I did not finish. Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it, but get on my level first. Yeah, nerdy nummies. So,
Cheers. This is the shot I did not finish. Okay, cheers. I'm about to get drunk. Great. And 3, 2, bye-bye.
someone said, JoJo, what are you drinking? This is a rum punch, okay? The recipe is on my stories. And I've been waiting all week for this day. I didn't drink all week because I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to, but I was like, you know what? I know I'm going to get a little thrown with Fancy on Friday.
Because that's what happened last time. Also, I had a drink before I came here. That probably was not the best idea. Tavares, it's your fault. Ooh.
Tavares said he's proud.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, so here are some of the ingredients of the stuff that's in the rum punch. As you can see, we got like a pineapple, guava, orange juice. We've got some grenadine, some Mount Gay rum, dark rum. Francia brought over the tequila, saved the day because I like combining the tequila and rum. Some almond syrup. Can we take a shot with y'all? Yes. All right, here we go. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I know I don't
Give me
like
less.
shots
Give
either.
me less.
Okay.
Give me less. Okay. Here. Y'all are trying to get me drunk. What is? I've never been drunk online. Yes, I am going to get dizzy reading it now. Tour date. Well, here's the thing, guys. We are in the middle of a pandemic. So currently, no one in the entertainment industry can work. I was supposed to start filming Grownish back in May. For those of you that don't know, I'm currently on a series called Grownish. If you haven't watched it, it's on Hulu right now. Woo! And yeah, I just plugged my show. And I'm not ashamed. Grownish, freeform, check it out, binge it, go ahead. So, the entertainment industry is currently suffering right now because of this, but we want to be safe and we want things to get better. So please stay home and wear your mask if you leave the house. I don't understand why it's been such a problem for people to wear masks.
Have you been wearing a mask while you're outside walking your dog?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes there's other people walking.
I just crossed the street though.
I don't want to do that. So
Am I part of the problem?
No, because when we're outside it's fine, but I don't want to cross the street because I live closer to like the main street.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I understand. I go up into the side streets.
So you live more in a small neighborhood. I live by a main street, so to cross the street it'll be a problem.
Yeah.
But there's people walking by me. There's a lot of families with babies and stuff, and even though I'm fine, I tested negative. I did get it tested, and I just want to be safe, and I want to be the example for other people. Like, it is important to wear a mask. And
Isn't it so funny how people, now we don't question what people mean when they're like, yeah, I just got tested. I tested negative, because it used to be like, we're talking about, STDs. We're talking about, like, have you got tested this year or whatever. Like, be on our friends about making sure that they're staying on top of that stuff and taking care of themselves. But now, COVID is the new thing. I don't want to pressure you.
Oh my God, look here. And I love this song. I'm really actually getting really drunk right now.
I'm a creep, y'all. Oh, yeah. And now I'm Jadakiss level. Now I'm getting drunk. Oh my gosh. Oh, someone said, "Are we going to talk about relationships?"
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, what do you want to know? What part?
I love that subject.
Me too.
I really do. Let's go.
I love love.
Was she on Secret Life? Yes, I was Adrienne on Secret Life. You're welcome.
Scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you guys? I'm not drunk, I'm buzzed.
I'm buzzed. I'm like at a 4. Right? I don't know.
I'm at a 5, I would say. Advice for when you're single.
What kind of advice? That's a pretty broad question. Y'all single? Wow.
I would say, get in your bag when you're single. Like, just expand and become the truest expression of yourself. Because it is going to be so amazing when you are meeting. And you don't need to do it with the thought that, eventually you'll meet somebody. But it is just cool that you will be meeting somebody, like, at your best. You know what I mean? So just go ahead and tap into all the things that you love and explore that, and then know what your boundaries are, know what it is you're looking for. So I would just say work on your own wholeness while you're single.
Yeah, and I would say try not to pretend that you know what that means. A lot of us, and I know me personally, I had a plan. I was like, I will meet him by the time I'm 28, and I will have kids before I'm 30. And now I'm turning 32 on the 26th, and I am single. And I was like, wow, my plan was not there, but I am so happy that I did not meet him in my 20s because I was not ready for him.
Hey.
I was so into catering to my partner and what their needs were and what their lifestyle was, and I lost myself, and I didn't realize who I was. And so I actually got out of a relationship back in August. I was with him for 2 years. And in this time period, I've been dating. I am dating. And I just really learned a lot about myself. And I've learned to like myself a lot more.
Me too.
And I'm glad that I didn't get married. I'm glad that things didn't pan out the way that I planned. Because when you force a plan, then you're unhappy. And I know so many people that have forced plans and they're married right now and miserable.
That's a great point.
Yeah. So I would let life happen. And I really just want to be with, like, my homie. I want to be with my homie that I can joke with, that I can hang out with, that I you know, sometimes you'll hear stuff about your boo thing or whatever, and especially in our industry, we hear a lot of shit. And I want it to be to a point where I know him so well that I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. Like, you know, like if I ever heard anything about Joe, like, oh, Joe said this about you, I'd be like, okay, you know, that's what I want about with my partner. So I think it really depends on where you're at in life. If you got married at 20, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. My best friend Gina got married to her high school sweetheart after 10 years of being with him. And I think that's beautiful, and I guess that was my dream, but I would say do what you can to really fall in love with yourself. And if you're finding yourself like, well, he likes this and he likes that, and you're changing around your schedule to hang out with him, then you're not ready. Because how often did we do that before?
Absolutely.
I mean, there were a couple, I think in the past there were a couple times I was like, oh, he wants to hang out. Can we reschedule?
Of course.
And I was so proud of you. One time you were like, I had plans with you guys already, and he asked me to hang out, but I didn't want to cancel my plans. And I was like, wow, that's hard.
Oh, I did that? Oh,
you
thank
did
you.
that. You did that. That was hard to do. That's really hard to do. So I think really learn yourself and have boundaries.
Boundaries are everything.
And if he doesn't meet your boundaries, bye.
Yeah, I mean, when you're single is a great time to get clarity on what's important to you. Like, what do you really value? Like, I really, you know, do all the things for yourself that you would want a partner to do. I love having fresh flowers. I love eating beautiful food. I love lovely things. I love, you know, great music. I love all these things. So, I don't know, when somebody, I don't know. It's just about creating a life that you really dig. I think that's what being single gives you the opportunity to do.
And it's okay to conform if it's something you're into. Like, I really love working out. My ex did not.
Oh,
and that
same.
My
ex did not like working out.
That was hard for me. I was like, I wish that you would appreciate this with me. Because I was so like, okay, let me try to appreciate your stuff, but he wasn't appreciating mine or trying to conform to mine. I was like, I didn't realize until after the fact that was a huge problem.
You do value somebody who takes care of themselves physically, that maybe has, you know, wants to meet different goals. They're like, okay, I'm doing a mile today. I'd like to do 2 miles next week, whatever. I like that. So
I love that.
Goals.
But even if they don't, if I meet someone that's not on my level with that, that's fine. But if they encourage me, you know, I one time had a boyfriend that was like, no, stay in bed with me.
Oh, yes. I mean, I've had so many of those, so many. No, I don't, but you know, a lot of my boyfriends have we just wanted to like melt into each other, and no.
Yeah. So many people are asking, how did you guys meet and become close? We don't remember how we met, how we became close. I think you were in a relationship when I met you, and I was single, but you were in a toxic relationship.
Yes.
And
I'm smiling because I'm so uncomfortable with the fact that I even did that.
And I had gotten out of one, and so we were able to relate on that level. And I remember I helped you get out of that toxic relationship. So I think that's what initially helped us bond, is we were both, you know, sometimes when you find someone that can relate to something that makes you feel like you're not crazy, it's a special friendship that you guys can form. And I think that's basically what happened. I mean, I was in a really toxic one for 3 years.
We met at Romeo's birthday.
Was it Romeo's birthday?
To each other. Was it Romeo? We
it
have a
had to be
mutual
through
friend.
Romeo. It had to be through Romeo.
And I remember, like, we were sitting at like a girls' table. I mean, not a girls' table, but it was like we happened to be sitting next to each other.
Is that Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Now I remember. I can see you.
Megan was there. Megan Good. She was there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's when I met her too. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think it was our friend Romeo's birthday. So I can see
friend
it.
Romeo. Which, by the way, there's been so many rumors that we dated and we never did.
Right. Same.
Yeah. No, we never did. It's on like online that we dated for 2 years. It's like, really? Tell me more.
People thought I was with Little Bow Wow. I never was. But,
Really?
Yeah, that's funny. Whatever.
I put him on Secret Life.
Bow Wow?
Yeah, I got him on the show. He did like 2 episodes.
Somebody asked what was toxic about it. Oh, JoJo, can we be toxic like Kaylani though? I know that does sound like a kind of appealing type of toxicity, right? But no, I actually don't really have any interest in toxic relationships or that type of dynamic at all anymore.
We're too old for that now.
I just want to thrive.
I'm
and
dating
grow.
with purpose now.
Exactly.
Dating with purpose.
That's good. And I love the idea of, while we're dating, auditioning these motherfuckers.
Yes.
You know, letting them prove themselves to us. Like, and also, you know, we're just getting to know each other, but I like the idea that men should, I don't know, I'm going to sound like I'm not a feminist, and I am, but I do think that men should really try to win us in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be equal. Like, I feel like us females try so hard to win them, and we forget that they're trying to win us as well. And we get lost in trying to win them and worried if they're talking to anyone else. It's like we're living The Bachelor, but, you know.
Oh, someone said I'm so done with half men. Oh, half men? Right, you need a whole man. Hi, baby.
What's your tips for getting over heartbreak? Yo, scream, cry, drink, do whatever you need to do.
Spend time with your friends. If you need to be alone, but definitely get in with your girls. And
Yeah,
your
and I would say allow yourself to do that because you have to release it. Do it for a week and then get out of it. Do whatever you can to get out of it. Start working out. Even if you have to change your hair, I changed my hair. And you just be with your girls. Be with good people around you. I mean, there's no perfect answer with how to get over heartbreak because I think with heartbreak, you're more so mad at yourself and you don't realize that until 3 months later.
Wow.
That you allowed yourself to be in something for so long the way that it was. That's not for you, Roman.
Yeah, I think my dog was like jumping on me trying to.
Roman's gonna try to eat it.
Someone says White Claws help. Yo, White Claws,
I
who
don't get
drinks
it.
those?
I don't get
Apparently,
it.
a lot of people do.
Yeah, I don't get. I've never had one, but
I haven't either. Yes, stayed occupied is what somebody's saying. Exactly, stay occupied.
if you guys haven't seen the show Love Life, watch that. HBO Max. Did you finish it?
Yeah, it's it. I can't wait for the next season.
I
loved
screamed.
it.
I screamed in my pillow. And the last monologue at the last episode, she said, "Simply living her best life."
I don't remember the last one.
We'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, the last monologue, I literally watched it 3 times. Love Life on HBO Max. It's so good.
It's
Talks
like
about
a
dating.
millennial Sex in the City, if you want to simplify it to that. It's its own thing, but, you know, just in the way that she's dating and finding herself.
Yeah.
Where do you find HBO Max, though? Somebody said.
On the app. I'm not on Blackish. I'm on Grownish. I did do 1 episode of Blackish though.
Oh, really?
I did do 1 episode. Yeah, they crossed me over for 1 episode.
I just saw my queen, MC Mariah Carey, tweet that she has the theme song to Mixed-ish. Is that out yet?
Yeah, that's been out there.
Oh, it's been
They
out?
just got picked up for season 2.
I don't really watch that much TV, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's been out. It's actually really good. I got to meet her.
Ooh, that's right. She
Yeah.
posted something of like International Women's
I
Day.
screamed. She posted me on her Instagram. I was like, she has no idea who I am. I think she was just posting Chloe and Halle, but I was in the photo, and that's totally fine. I was there.
Oh my God, wait, I poured these shots and we haven't taken them.
And I didn't forget. I was just like really just procrastinating on purpose.
Hey, Martha! Martha's on here. What's that?
Hola, Marta.
Hola.
Do you watch Ozark? Yes. Have you seen Ozark?
Yeah.
Yo.
I only watched like part of the first season. It is amazing.
Oh, you haven't seen this recent season?
No, I haven't.
Yo, I thought the show was like done, and then that last episode happened this last season, and I was like, okay, this new episode, I was shocked. This new episode needs to happen, just like Handmaid's Tale.
Nat, I miss you! Nat says major FOMO.
Let's go. Okay, tomorrow
AT.
do the shots. Okay, all right.
All right.
What are we choosing to?
Okay, Quincy Jones said something really dope. Nat, I wish you could remember this for me. It's like, cheers to health to spare, friends who care,
Yes.
and love to share. Something like that.
Love that. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God, you took it! She took it, y'all.
Woo!
Happy Friday.
And I'm drunk. I'm like at a 7 now. Oh.
Oh, to friends that care, love to share, and health to spare. Alfredo said he's cheering to life, more love, more laughs, more friendships, and health. Okay, beautiful.
There's so many friends that I got closer to this quarantine, especially in our group chat.
Yes.
And I love it so much.
Man, it's been so good to kind of see what people care about, what they stand for, and this is just, we've all got to deepen our relationship with ourselves and people.
Yeah, I want to talk about a group chat for a second because it started really because of the BLM movement.
Absolutely.
We all wanted to really do something about it, and we have a lot of people of influence, public figures that are in our group chat, and everyone is just like, what can I do, what can I do? And like literally any information that comes out on a daily, we're sharing with each other. Any movements that are happening, we're sharing with each other. Any protests that we want to attend, we're sharing with each other. It's really beautiful, and it's people that I've known for a really long time, but I just got closer to during this quarantine, and some of them are watching us right now, and I just love all of the support that BLM is getting, and especially right now with the Hispanic community as well, that we're getting, and I just love it and I value it because it's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect with justice in the Black community. It's a ripple effect in the Hispanic community and the Asian community, and any person of color. It's really beautiful.
I was just listening to something on NPR, and they were talking about how finally, after all these years of, people bringing it to the attention of I don't know if it's an NFL team or what it is, but the Redskins, the Washington Redskins.
I was reading about that today.
Yeah, finally, they're holding themselves to account and being like, this is a racial slur that we are perpetuating here, and finally, they're being held accountable. Yeah,
Everyone's opening their eyes to it.
Yeah,
and I'll be honest. By the way, I did my Ancestry.com, like my DNA test, and I found out I'm 33% Native American.
Wow.
And back when I was in high school, our mascot was the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
And after I graduated, they had to change it into the Warriors because the Native American tribe were so offended by it. And I was like, why? Whatever. And I didn't realize until recently, like, how offensive that really is. It's Native Americans, they're not Indians.
Right. And
there's so many even shows and movies that I've been reflecting on that I'm like, we were programmed at an early age, and I didn't know. I didn't realize. Especially in the brown community, like I didn't realize that I could be more than just a maid or a mistress,
Wow.
Yeah, I thankfully my dad worked so hard and never told me that I couldn't do more than what I could. But I remember I dated a Mexican guy in high school, and he was like, I'm no better than being a mechanic. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I'm a mechanic. That's my lifestyle. That's who I am. That's what I represent. And I didn't get that back in high school. And I was like, oh, because people are telling you that. I watched Malcolm X recently, and I had never seen it as an adult. I saw it as a kid.
Oh, the autobiography with Denzel. That's like directed.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how a teacher literally told him, you can't be a lawyer.
Right.
You can't do that. That's not your calling. He's like, that's what I want to do. And then so he became what the teacher told him, which a lot of us have gone through, and we didn't even.
He became a hustler. You mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he became before.
If you guys haven't seen this, I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. I just watched it recently too. It's Spike Lee's.
Isn't it crazy as an adult
to
watch it? Wow.
Even just as a more mature adult. Like I think I watched it for the first time when I was probably 18 or something, and then 10 years later, or however long later.
Everything going on.
Yeah. It really does.
As minorities, we should all band together. I agree with that because I've had a lot of people actually reach out to me like, I'm offended, all people of colors need help, not just the Black community. And I'm like, I understand that, but it's a ripple effect, and the Black community has been more affected than anyone else.
But you've also been very outspoken and in our group chat as well, because I don't even know where to get information sometimes, but you've been talking about what's going on at our border, and about the inhumanity that immigrants are facing. So I do think that, like you said, it's a ripple effect. This shining a light on all these injustices, and no one is exempt from this examination.
No one
is being held to task. It's interesting because the Time's Up movement with women being sexually assaulted or being, whatever, not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like time's up for all of this shit.
Yeah, time's up for everything. I mean, did you watch the Jeffrey Epstein documentary?
I actually don't know if I've seen the one that everybody's been talking about, because it's 5 parts, right?
4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I watch it tonight, because
basically, not only is there a problem amongst minorities, but also just against women. And I'm going to bring Vanessa Guillen up again right now because she's Hispanic, but also a woman who was sexually assaulted and told her family.
Honestly, I don't know about this.
So she's a soldier in the military, and she disappeared in April. And her family didn't know where she was. Basically, she was going to speak about her being sexually harassed. And then one day, out of nowhere, she disappeared. And recently, there were remains found, and they believe it to be hers.
When did she disappear?
April 20th of this year.
Wow.
Because she was going to speak
So
about
she told her family.
And that's something that us women have to deal with. And for a long time, prior to the Me Too movement, it was like, oh, that's just how guys are. But no, that's not how men should be. It's not about us not dressing to be provocative. It's about men knowing that you just shouldn't do that. I mean,
have you noticed, I'm not saying this is like something we should celebrate, but have you noticed that like even walking down the street,
yeah.
you don't get as many cat calls?
Oh no, here's the thing.
I have noticed that it hasn't been like that. I'll get like, every once in a while it'll be somebody like, nice dog. And I'm like, I know you're not talking about my dog. You know, just being a fucking creep. But I don't know, I think people are a little bit more cognizant.
I haven't noticed it because
I'm not saying it's
very
cause for
conscious.
celebration.
So when I walk my dog, usually I'm dressed like this. I love wearing a crop top. I love wearing leggings, as you guys know. My uniform is literally a sports bra and leggings. But when I know I'm about to walk my dog, I put on a big hoodie all the way past my ass.
Yeah, that's what women gotta do.
And it's frustrating that we have to do that, though. That's what I'm talking about. It's frustrating that we have to do that because we're taught to not be too provocative, but it's not even about that. Like, men should just not be disrespectful. Period. Done. Time zones. Fredo just said that.
Fredo said that?
International Dateline. That's Tavares. The other female retired soldier who experienced the same thing as her and helped her family organize protests died in a car accident.
What?
So
what the fuck?
So, fun fact. So, in 2000, I want to say 13, I shot a TV show that didn't get picked up, a pilot called Company Town, and it was about the Navy. And I was in the Navy, and my character got raped. And when I was about to speak about the rape, all of a sudden, my character was in a coma.
Woo! Shit.
I was raped by one of the higher-ups. The pilot didn't get picked up. Not anything to do with the storyline. The show just actually didn't turn out pretty well. But I shot that in 2013 is my point. So this has been happening. Sexual harassment has been happening. And people are trying to shut us up. My character was in a coma because it was from one of the higher-ups. And they just couldn't afford for that to be out. And we're in 2020. I shot that in 2013, and someone just got killed. One of my own kind, by my own kind I mean Hispanic woman, was killed because she was about to speak about sexual harassment. It's a problem. It's something that needs to be addressed, and people need to be brought to justice. Oh, and the guy that they say did it or was questioned about it committed suicide. Yeah, apparently he.
Wait, you mean the guy that she was
about to complain about? That's what's said. It's not proven fact that he was the one that did it.
It's sus, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You guys definitely need a podcast. Yeah, it doesn't.
And it needs to stop. Yes. All right, I'm heating up the pan.
Yeah, she's heating up the pan. Women in the military are so oppressed. It's scary. Yes, women in the military are oppressed, and women in general are also oppressed. I mean,
can you believe the fact that we've never had a woman in real leadership in America, in government? It's just, we really are far behind when it comes to the rest of the world and being progressive. It's pretty wild to me.
His girlfriend just confessed. Yes, I did see that his girlfriend confessed, and she is currently locked up right now. So the guy's girlfriend confessed that he told her that he hit her with a hammer.
Oh my!
And she put her in I guess dismembered her and put her in a box, and they buried her in 3 different holes. Which again is frustrating, and I'm pissed off. I'm so pissed.
But at the same time, just like George Floyd, it's bringing light to an issue that's been happening for years. And now Vanessa is a hero for so many women that have been experiencing the same thing. And what I'm afraid of, and I hope doesn't happen, is women being silent because they're afraid of being hurt. We should not be silent. We should not be quiet. It is a problem that not only happens in the military, but happens in everyday life, which is why the Harvey Weinsteins in the world, the Jeffrey Epsteins in the world, and every other person that has been exposed for sexual harassment has been happening, the Me Too movement. But it's been a problem that's been going on for a really long time. And again, we were taught to just, oh, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine.
Or,
it's
or
not cool.
this is how men are. And unfortunately, you know, when we have a president in office who kind of brushes things off as locker room talk or whatever, it just kind of exacerbates this toxic environment for women.
This president was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. There's so many pictures of him, with him. So he was involved. And also there's recording of him before he was elected of him talking about grabbing a woman's vagina and talking about women like they're objects.
What's unfortunate, and I'm just saying this, but unfortunately, the other candidate, Hillary, who I was definitely for, apparently was on that island too with Jeffrey Epstein. So we don't even know. You know, it's so, I hate all of it. I wish we had more than a two-party system. I really think that there could be a lot of reform. I think that we have a lot of room to grow and get better, but my aunt just asked, what are we drinking? This is a rum punch. So this conversation is sponsored by Rum Punch. And by sponsored, I just mean we're twisted.
I'm at an 8 now.
All right, I'm about to fry these meatballs up.
Wait, because I need to eat something. Tavares, what's our topic here? We are talking about injustice. Is basically what we're talking about.
Ooh!
What about Hillary? Apparently Hillary was involved in knowing that there was sex trafficking going on. Sex trafficking going on. That's all I'll say.
I don't know. You know, who fucking knows?
Dance off? Tavares just said dance off. We are talking about something very serious right now. Let's dance. Lo de Epstein es terrible y hay un grupo más que quiere que aprueben la pedofilia porque consideran que para el amor no hay edad. Eso no es cierto. Eso no es cierto.
You're speaking secret language. No, I'm just kidding. I should know.
Eso no es cierto. El amor. Ay, los hombres. No me empieces con eso. Fredo just said dance off.
Hey, Fredo.
And John just said dance off.
Y'all tripping.
We're trying to eat, yo.
What happened to music?
It smells so good. I wish you guys were here.
That's right. It smells dynamic. I think it's going to be really spicy next week.
I believe that sex trafficking is a step by the powers that be. Yes, it is, actually. Most of you don't know this, but I am involved in the anti-human trafficking movement. I've met a lot of children, actually, that have been trafficked and are survivors of it. And it is a lot of the higher up. And unfortunately, sometimes some of these kids' own parents traffic them. It's a modern day of slavery, and slavery is worse now than ever before in history, unfortunately. Tavares said they're coming over.
That really is inconceivable, though. It really is inconceivable that this is going on in
Which,
our
by
lifetime.
the way, so in Texas, they let a lot of the children go that were held at the border or that were held in cages.
Thank God.
Yeah, but they never said where they were going. They didn't say they were reuniting them with their families.
Okay.
So I didn't post about it on purpose because
It's not enough for them to be let go. Put them with their friggin' families.
yeah. So now they might be victims of human trafficking.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Woo.
You okay?
Yes. So I love that they're being released, but ICE did not say that they were being released to their families. So I'm concerned as to where these children are actually going. Someone said only Joe can rock a hat and a beautiful floral blouse.
I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing.
We're drunk. Saludar. Where's your mom? Joe's mom is in Massachusetts right now. No, I'm drunk.
Here's a plate.
That's when you know we're drunk. She just showed off the plate. Oh, thank you so much. Someone said they love me in life size too. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Tavares just said play man.
No.
Why? I love that song.
Because this is about... Oh, damn, yo, this is going to be so spicy. I feel it in my nostrils already.
That's probably why I started sneezing, but I'm so excited. Yes, I am the female, not a chick, from Secret Life of the American Teenager. My name was Adrian on the show. People are asking for you to sing. What's my favorite song off JoJo's album? Okay, she knows that my song is Small Things.
Oh,
that
that's
song
right.
just gets me in my feelings. Obviously, I love the whole thing. The comeback is like,
It's another vibe.
Think about you is good. But Small Things, ever since I heard it, I made her send it to me before the album was even out. Run for president. I wish Michelle Obama would run for president.
Didn't Darnell say he was going to run for president?
Yes, he did.
Honestly.
Darnie. I would vote for Darnell. Kenny's on here. Kenny Hamilton.
What up, Kenny?
Hey. Please, what, Fredo? Oh, a dance off? Bro. Did you watch Becoming?
What's that?
Michelle Obama's documentary?
No, have you seen it?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. She's just a boss.
Did you... Wait, so that's a documentary based on her book, right?
Yes, yes. I watched her live at Essence Festival last year, and
Oh, yeah, we were both at Essence
yes,
last
we
year.
were. I watched her live, and it was just so. She's so well spoken and just amazing.
So inspiring.
Yeah, and her documentary is so good. We want Joe to give us a little snippet of Man while she cooks. That's what Fredo said.
Damn. I'm gonna need a fucking man. Someone who want me like a fan. I need somebody who can love me like I love me like I can. Yeah. Damn. Gonna need a fucking man. Here after me looking. Damn.
They were making another one. I'm not doing it anymore. I had my time.
Come on, cook nasty. Ride it like a bike, yeah. You know what it is.
All right, is it too hot?
Exactly, it looks like falafel.
Mmm,
It's spicy.
it's good.
That spice is gonna linger though.
I'm Mexican. This is good as fuck. Wow. Yo, is this spinach right here?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? I'm about to fuck this up. Wow, dude, this is so good.
Really?
Yes. This is so good. I'm not even just saying that because we're on live.
It's all about the seasoning. It really all is.
Yeah, put it down
Take
there.
that.
I'm gonna eat all
I'm
of
gonna
it.
fry some other ones up.
Oh my god, this is so good. Did anyone else make this? Wow, this is so good, and the spice is perfect, actually.
Yes! That brings me so much
I want to
joy.
learn how to make this.
Guys, the recipe's on my story. And also, follow my little cooking lifestyle page. It's JoJo's Sweet Spots. If you guys haven't checked it out, JoJo's Sweet Spots. I'll be giving recipes and little ideas and playlists and things like that.
This is so good. Oh my god, this is so good.
You think it's too spicy?
No,
Really?
but I'm the wrong person to ask. I eat spice every day.
Do you want like a little sauce with it? Hold on, let me.
No, it's perfect. No, it's perfect.
I did make the sauce earlier though. That might go nicely with it.
It's so good. Fredo, what are you eating?
It might cool it off if you just give it a whirl. Someone said Francia is acting. She's lying. Oh, because it's not good? I think she's being serious.
No, I just keep eating because I'm lying.
I think she likes it. Teach Francia how to make them so she can make them for me, Kathy said.
Kathy Kelly! Yeah, please teach me how to make this. This is so good. Alright, I'll try this stuff. It smells just good, but I like it by itself. It's so good.
Oh, without the sauce? Okay.
No, I like the sauce, but it's just so good by itself. Because it's spicy. You know, like, try it. See? It's good.
And doesn't it taste like meat?
Yeah,
Maybe you're not really...
I need to buy this now. I don't know why I don't.
Ooh! Honestly, this shit is very good.
I told you.
Shit is very good. Yeah, I'm happy.
No, there's not gonna be any left for you.
That is fun. Okay, so I'm gonna form some more meatballs over here.
Oh my god, this is so good.
And very spicy because I forgot that I already put in the spice. Someone said, damn, I want to try. Make the recipe. Give it a whirl.
Y'all are missing out. The virus is texting me damn style. I'm eating, bro.
You guys made a TikTok?
Yeah, we did. Mark. I gotta show it to you. I taught him choreography.
Oh my god. So he put a perm in his hair? And now he's wearing it out?
No.
What the
What?
what?
Afro now. He's running it out to
He wore a perm, didn't he? He put a perm in?
for
And then
like
people made fun of him and they took it out?
for like 5 minutes. He looked like Malcolm X.
Right, exactly.
Drunk munchies. But these munchies are great. Drunk eating, she needs it. Yes, I'm drunk right now. Leave me alone. No juzguen. No me juzgan. Sí fue tomado un poco, pero está buena esta comida. Yo, I'm using this spinach like it's a tortilla. This is so good.
Oh, someone's telling me in Okinawa? What's up? Amber!
Is Amber Riley here?
Amber said y'all having a party without me?
Amber, you're too busy. We heard you yesterday. Are you back now?
I just made some jerk vegan meatballs, and they didn't really form as meatballs, but it is kind of like a finger food now. And
I'm eating them like they're frijoles and tortillas.
I love that. And to me, it reminds me of Ethiopian food, where you take the injera and you take up the meat. So got a little vibe going over here.
Amber, are you back? Can we see you now? Are you still busy?
Where was she?
Girl, she asked you for that playlist.
Oh, hi! Hey.
Are you back, Amber? I need to use that playlist, man. God, this is so good.
Guys, I don't think Francia's acting. I think she likes it.
I'm fucking this shit up. You tried it. It's so good. My nose is running. It's spicy. It's so good. Amber just said the playlist was fire.
Yes! Come on, get it!
Get it. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous right now. I need to get my life together. I need to make a phone call.
All I want to tell you.
But there was one where we were like, what the fuck does Joe be doing?
I be living my life. I will say that this playlist that I've curated for tonight with this jerk vegan meatball and the rum punch is a really good vibe for intimacy as well. Okay.
Yo, I'm fucking this up. Amber said, live your best life. Amber, you missed the conversations we were having.
Yeah, Amber.
We were going deep about Vanessa, about everything going on with BLM, about our group chat and how much we appreciate it. Amber just said, rum punch. Please make me some.
Amber, I got you.
If you're back in town, come over.
Yeah, honestly, we got some left.
This bitch got me drunk. I'm trying to save some for you, but I keep eating.
I love you, Amber.
I love you, Amber.
Yo, even if one other person made this recipe, I would love to know how it turned out for you, because for me, they weren't forming as meatballs, so no Corona, but it's just really spicy.
It's spicy. My nose is
Scotch
running.
bonnet.
Not Corona, just
spice.
get Amber on this damn live.
Girl, come through.
Are you here? Let's see if she'll accept.
Oh my God, this spice, yo.
Oh shoot, no, not that.
Hi, Jay.
Let's see if she'll accept. Roman, oh, your house is smoky. That's why we're sneezing.
Oh, right.
You might need to open it
Here,
up.
I'll open up this one over.
Hi, friend.
Hey, gorgeous.
Oh,
wow, you better glow.
She's still in the hotel.
Oh.
Oh, where's your top at? Hey, she's.
You look real cute.
How's your weekend going?
The Wi-Fi here is so terrible.
Where are you now?
She's at a hotel. She uses a playlist.
Yo, fast used to be such a judgment. Oh no, damn.
Her Wi-Fi.
Fast used to be such a judgmental term. Like, remember when we were teenagers and be like, you acting fast?
No, I'm not. Oh my god.
No, I'm slow.
Whatever. We grown. It's fine. Ain't nothing wrong. Let's see. Is she still on?
Woo!
So spicy. Just texting us.
Francia, when's the next sculpt? Sculpt. People want to know. Sculpt. I can't even talk.
I don't know. But I will do it soon because I realize that I don't work out if I don't do it with you guys. So, I did work out today.
Yeah,
But
says
it's
the
not-
one who just worked out today.
I did, but it's not as intense as when I do it with everyone.
I think that.
So I think I'm going to start the series again. Here's the thing. I took a break because I've been I've been trying to educate myself on everything that's been going on. When George Floyd happened, I was really affected. And I was educating myself on all of the other cases that we had no knowledge about. And now with Vanessa and Andres, I'm just trying to really speak about what's going on in our nation, and so it's taken up a lot more time. So I will start it again because I know it was inspiring for a lot of people, and I appreciate it and I love it so much. But I'll let you guys know. I literally wake up, pray, and I start reading, and trying to advocate as much as I can. So I'm sorry I stopped, but it got really hard for me. So I will do it again, I promise.
I love it. I love it too. So I feel you guys. You're totally feel you guys.
Yo,
Want it
Amber
too.
out here living her best life.
Living our best life.
Speedy Gonzalez, she had that glow. I love to see it. Hold on.
We'd love to see it. Somebody said perhaps it was too liquidy because perhaps there was too much liquid in the marinade. That's why it wasn't forming or holding shape. Absolutely. Yeah, there was too much liquid in the
How
marinade.
good is that though?
However, the contents of the marinade, fire. Very, very good.
It's so good. I'm getting full.
I'm happy with that. But to get it to form like a meatball,
Woo! I'm seeing it.
very spicy.
It's just smoky in here. at a 9 now.
Fonzie is at a 9.
I've never
with
been
the rum
drunk
punch.
on IG Live. Woo! And see, when I get drunk, I get emotional and I start speaking about stuff in life that's frustrating
That's
me.
awesome. Someone just asked, when are you doing an IG meditation next time, Joe? Actually, Sunday.
You are?
Yeah, I'd love for you guys to join me on Sunday. Doing that sound bath.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that with you.
Yeah.
I'm
I'd
doing
love
that
for you
with
to be there.
Yeah, I'm doing it with you.
Okay, good.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be vocalizing and singing with the bowls.
Okay, I'll do that with you.
Hey,
I'll do
Ro James, you talented motherfucker. I love your album. I love
JoJo,
you.
you fine as hell. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Yes, she
Thank you
is.
so much.
I checked her out when I first got here,
Thank you.
and I'm here with her.
And in person. She.
I get
She
on
been
with
some
this
time.
in person.
Thank you. Are those leaves? Yeah, they are leaves. I just put the jerk meatballs. They're not meatballs, but the jerk vibe on
What
this.
time Sunday?
Sunday it's going to be at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, thank you, bro. If y'all haven't heard Ro James' album, go check it out, y'all. It's
When
dope.
is merch shipping again?
Oh, I don't know. Merch should be shipping soon. How do you guys eat? Who on here? I am veggie. You think this is meat, huh? It's not.
I'm not.
It's Beyond Burger. Someone's like, I thought you were vegetarian. No, I am.
She is. I'm not. But I'm enjoying this very much. I'm trying to be more vegetarian. It's hard.
I feel like a lot of us are. There's this collective shift toward trying to eat.
Growing up Mexican is really hard to turn vegetarian all of a sudden. Like when my mom was here recently, like she made a lot of
Yeah, what
My-
does she like to make?
pipián. Do any of
What's
you know?
that?
It's like so us Mexicans, we love sauces with meat over beans or rice, and pipián is like a pumpkin spice type thing. It's so good with chicken.
Pipián.
And I like to eat it with beans and tortillas, so she made that. She made me a mojarra, which is like basically a whole fish.
With the face?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
I like that.
It was so good. She made me huevos a la mexicana. I mean, there's a lot. Pollo and chile rojo, which is basically like a chicken in a red chile sauce.
And
I
does
know.
she make all her sauces from scratch?
Yeah.
I would love to learn that.
Oh, it's so good.
I would
It's not
really.
vegan.
Her sauces are vegan, though, I imagine.
They can be. We do add
Egg?
no, how do you say this in English? Consomme.
Condensed milk?
No, it's how do you say consomme in English? My Spanish people out there, how do you say consomme in English?
What is that? Consomme.
Consomme. How do you say consomme in English? Someone?
Y'all getting hungry watching us eat?
Alguien dime, ¿cómo se dice consomme en inglés? No idea. Chicken stock. She does add chicken stock.
so I can add vegetable stock, no problem.
But like not the liquid one, the powdered one.
Yeah,
Like
sorry.
Nor's consomme.
Bouillon. A vegetable
Yes,
bouillon.
yes,
Which
that,
I have
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, that. Okay, chicken broth. Consomme. Yes.
So where they would use chicken broth, I will use this vegetable bouillon, and that should be fine. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, so we can make the sauce vegan, but we don't.
I would love to learn from your mom. And
Bouillon, that's vegetables, yes. This needs again. Woo! That's spicy, y'all.
yeah, I'm sorry. I just burped in Francia's face.
I just sneezed and laughed at the same time. I'm a little drunk. It's fine.
Someone said, "Bitch, that seasoning is on deck all the time." That's right. It really is all about the seasoning. Someone said, "Joe, what's your Sweet Spots IG handle?" It's JoJo Sweet Spots. So I'll put the recipe for what I just made on here, but I need to modify the recipe because this
Does
turn out
Amiga
like
de JoJo want to freestyle herself? Oh, like freestyle dance?
I feel like they mean a rap.
Oh, no.
You think they mean a dance? Guys ready?
Yo no canto. Y yo no soy rapera. Yo bailo. Yeah, there you go.
Ready?
There you go.
Woo!
Hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I can lift up one leg. I don't even know how to lift up the other one, but this one. Woo!
Get it, get it.
I am not Hispanic. Someone just asked. You need a binding agent like breadcrumbs. Exactly. I thought that the binding agent would be the cornstarch, but I think next time I will add breadcrumbs. I think that's a great point.
Do you use egg to hold them, or you can't use egg?
No, I actually use flax egg.
You're gonna teach me how to do that.
So the way you make a flax egg in baking is you take 1 tablespoon of ground flax meal and you combine it with 3 tablespoons of water, and then you set it in the fridge for about 10 minutes, and then it takes the consistency of an egg. So in baking, it's really good, but it's not like something you'd want to make eggs in the morning if you're vegan.
Someone said, what languages do you both speak?
I barely speak English, but she speaks multiple languages.
Well, I speak English and Espanol. I wish I spoke more. I did take French in high school, but don't remember it. Je parlais un peu le français.
Je voudrais une spaghetti bolognese. I remember I said that when I was like on tour.
A
On tour
vegan
in
spaghetti bolognese.
Right. No more meat sauce.
Je voudrais vegan spaghetti bolognese.
Je voudrais un croissant.
Jojo, you're so wifey. I know. I told her that.
Respect.
What do I eat for breakfast as a vegan?
Oh my God, so many things. I made a beautiful vegan type of breakfast today. No, it's more of a brunch though. Okay, so for breakfast, let's see. Obviously, you could go in the more sweet direction. You could do, tons of overnight oats. Prepare that in the nighttime, and then have it in the morning. You could do great oatmeals. And then let me think. Okay, how about avocado toast? How about scrambles, tofu scrambles? You get like a firm tofu, and then you season it like you would eggs, but even more so. So like I would put some, vegan French toast. Someone's saying that's awesome. It's super easy, and someone's saying there's a great vegan meatball recipe on the Beyond Meat website. Yeah, I did peep that, but I just didn't follow that.
Someone just asked
Doing
how
my
many
own thing.
words I can say in Spanish. Para que
She
sepas,
can
sí hablo en
fluent.
español. Fue mi primer idioma. El inglés lo aprendí a los 6 años.
Whoa, why could I like see this vein? I was like, whoa.
Y'all have been friends for some time. Very cool to see in the industry. Yeah, that's actually really hard to see in the industry. Actually, is that hard to see
I
in the
don't
industry?
know. I don't really know what other people be doing.
I don't know either.
So,
I'm still friends with people that I went to high school with.
yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I'm pretty good about that. Anyone that I'm not friends with anymore, sometimes you just grow apart, and there's nothing wrong with it. If we see each other, it's like time hasn't passed, but
You grow in different directions, and that's totally cool.
yeah. And actually, some of my friends just didn't understand the path that I took with the industry. Some few people got mad at me, and they were like, "Why can't you hang out?" I'm like, "Cause I'm filming,"
Right.
But I'm pretty good about being friends with people for a long time. Your new album is lit. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. I'm at a 9.5 now.
Yeah, I'm lit. We lit.
My mom and I love The Secret Life. Aw, thank you. I'm so glad that you love Secret Life. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Someone said it would be super to have a JoJo Spanglish song.
I would love that.
Do you know that I did a Spanish version of Too Little Too Late?
Can we play it?
Acepto que no puedes volver. Does that make sense?
Yes, I accept that you can't come back.
That's what it means?
Yeah,
Acepto que no puedes volver.
I accept that you can't come back.
It's too little too late. But that's like not the translation.
No,
That doesn't make sense.
acepto que no puedes volver is I accept that you can't come back.
That's what they have to
Wait,
say.
really? What
Yeah.
else? What else? What else are the lyrics?
Kionke, but I don't know. What does that mean?
Wait, say it again.
Kionke.
That's not a word, but I know.
Well, it was like in a sentence with something else. But
Kionke is not a word.
acepto que no puedes volver. Someone knows what I'm talking about. And they've heard the Spanish version of Too Little Too Late.
Do you have it? I've never heard it.
I haven't heard it since I recorded it.
Exceptos que no puedes volver, ajá. And then, do you don't remember the rest of it?
No, I just remember saying Kionke.
Kionke is not a word.
But maybe it would have made sense in other things.
Kionke. Does anyone know? Amor Prohibido. She wants.
What does that mean?
Someone wants to hear you sing Amor Prohibido. It's a song, one of Selena's songs. Amor Prohibido.
Wait, Selena.
Quintanilla.
Okay.
Las calles.
I don't know enough. Oh, you got the Gaz Oakley ribs on deck. Yo, I have his. Oh, yeah. I love him. I have his cookbook. Yeah, Frontier's always at my shows.
I'm
my
always
friend.
at her shows.
Yes.
I scream really loud, and you guys are too busy screaming that you don't notice me there. And it's so totally fine, because I'm screaming with you.
Someone's saying Kionke. That's how, yeah, exactly. That's what it looks like. No. Que asombroso ella cantando.
Qué asombroso ella cantando español.
Oh, ella. I
Yeah.
said Ella. Ella. Okay,
Yeah.
so if
they
you
love
see
that you're
two,
saying in Spanish.
if you see two L's, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Ella.
Yeah. Ella.
Ella.
Can I get see next to her because I want to scream too.
How do you say that?
Y aunque tus sueños viven en mí, so even though your dreams live in me. Is that part of the lyrics? Even though your dreams.
Does that mean like you say you dream of my face? You say you dream of my face, but you don't like me. Let's see.
Aunque quiero.
Y aunque, oh, that's what it was. Y aunque tus sueños viven me.
Aunque quiero que me ames otra vez. Aunque quiero que me ames. Although I wish you would love me again.
Damn, that is so not what Too Little Too Late was about.
I wish I knew you back then. I would have helped.
Someone translated it with no regard.
Anyone else know it? I didn't know that you did a Spanish version. I would have.
I did, yeah. Well, I was
I wanna
16. We didn't know each other.
We did not know each other.
She would have saved me. I had no Latin friends. I didn't know anybody who spoke Spanish.
You were 16. I was 18 at the time. Amber is back. Can we add you? Hold on. They're texting in the group text. Let's see.
I'm impressed that Francia still has her lipstick on. Look at my lips.
Because it's a matte, yo.
My shit.
I have a matte lip on. Are you? Oh my god.
I'm pouring more shit.
I have to come back because everybody thinks I'm naked. I'm not naked.
You gotta be naked.
Who cares if you're naked? Live your life.
I have on a dress, guys.
You gotta be naked.
Honey, we were talking about this album or these playlists that Joe curated for all of us.
Did
They're
you enjoy
amazing. It's amazing.
I cannot. I refuse.
One was amazing and the other one was like,
Wait, which one are we
what is
talking
this?
about?
Was it too nasty?
Which one was weird? What was I just on some
it
weird?
was one that was like really weird.
I was
like jazz and like soft rock. Like what the fuck?
Was there some like Marilyn Manson on there? It was like, or like some Nirvana. It was like, I need some 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, it was like,
you like an
well, of
animal.
course
You're
you had what Joni Mitchell on some.
my bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to go there. Hold me.
Yo, she's a fucking freak. She's a freak.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, this is why when you asked, I was like, Joe, go ahead. And she came out with like 27 playlists.
I think that I went, Joe, with a side eye.
Oh, I've been knowing.
When I asked, I was like, Joe? Yeah.
Oh my God, people know this to be me? Okay, good. Okay.
Yes, girl.
Okay.
Girl, have you heard the comeback with her and Tory Lanez? Shit.
Also, when did I put out Demonstrate? I feel like I was like 21 when I put out Demonstrate.
Yeah, I remember Demonstrate.
I've been letting my freak flag fly, I guess.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot
but you
from
do
Joe.
it in
I'll
like
just say
it's in a genuine way.
I
Oh my God,
appreciate-
Tabara said that all y'all are hoes.
Yo, fuck off, Tavares.
Tavares wishes he could be a hoe.
Oh, Tavares.
With your weird
He
ass.
wishes. He only got Taz and Zayn.
Fredo Fredo, I know you're not in here agreeing. You guys are
Fredo and
horrible.
John over at Tavares' place right now.
Yeah. Tavares just FaceTime me.
Wait, Amber, are you having a little staycation?
I am.
Good. I love that. Hi, Darnell. Darnell's there.
Darnell's our only real friend. The rest of y'all are judgmental.
Right.
He's the real one. He actually knows too much about all of us.
It's way too much.
I've had Darnell pick me up from situations and I was like, I'm sorry.
That part. That part. You guys. So
Amber,
you making
I
a rum
miss
punch.
you.
I know. I miss you guys too.
Yeah.
We're on lockdown again, guys.
Yes, we are. We are definitely on lockdown again. And I was telling people that they got to wear masks to save other people, help this fucking curve that's going on.
I'm speaking at a Fuck the Fourth event tomorrow. If anybody.
Good. We were just, can you speak more about that? Because we were just
tell me
talking
about
about the 4th and how we're boycotting it.
So, me and my family stopped celebrating the 4th a long time ago. We will only celebrate Juneteenth. Like, we would take really... Tavares, shut up. We would take...
What up, Zendaya? What up, Tavares? What up, Darnell? What is
John is in here too. I saw John.
Take a shot.
Tavares
Tavares made us take 2 shots. I'm lit. Yo, I'm
He's
lit.
being so messy, right? He's being very messy in these comments.
Before I came to Joe's, I was at his house and I had a drink and it was very strong. So I'm on a whole other level right now.
Yeah, but Francia, your drunk is like not drunk.
Oh, thank you.
It isn't.
I know, she stays cute with it. I mean, I feel like I'm over
like
here really
your drunk
exposing
is
myself.
not drunk. It's just like, oh, I'm happy. That's your drunk.
But I'm glad because I'm very self-conscious right now.
No, you're perfect.
No, your drunk is not. Your
So-
drunk is not bad.
Tell us
Aaron
about,
is in here too. Okay,
tell
so
us about your vibe for the 4th.
Fuck the Fourth.
Right.
This event was started by an organization called Black Women Lead, and a friend of mine asked if they could email me, and so they asked me to speak about it because I've been talking about, like, you know, what the 4th of July really means, why we celebrated Juneteenth, and they asked me to come and speak tomorrow. So it's at the, you know, the park. Did you guys come to that protest? You guys didn't come to that one. But the park that's across the street from Air One, from
In West Hollywood, Beverly Hills on Beverly.
yeah, the one, it's on Beverly. It's the one right across from the,
I was there. I was at that one.
yeah.
I don't know if we were together.
What is that? Yeah, we didn't go together, but you were at that one. I can't think of what the area is. The Grove.
Oh, no, I didn't go to that one. And you know what?
It's the park. It's the park across the street from the Grove. So yeah, that's where I'll be tomorrow. Now Tavares has figured out that I'm here. So now he's really about to act stupid because he thinks that I'm not in California.
Pan Pacific is what Darnell.
Yes, Pan Pacific Park. So I'll be speaking there tomorrow. And the topic is about empowerment. And, you know, I just want to talk to everybody about not relying on celebrities or public figures to do what we can do. Like, we have the power. Like, the government doesn't care if you're famous or whatever. Like, we have power in numbers.
They literally, what was it? Was it the mayor of Kentucky said, I'm not coerced by celebrity. I don't care what celebrities say, as far as Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
You mean he wasn't moved by what Beyonce wrote, is what he was insinuating, right?
And he black.
Yeah, basically. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
And there are certain cities that are like starting to, they said they're gonna deputize citizens. So
wait,
people
deputize, what does that mean?
Like, give them the right to shoot people, deputize them, give them the right to make the decision of whether or not this person is looting or whatever. He's gonna, and he's black. The person that says this is the head of the sheriff's department, and he's black.
What?
He's black. Also, he has
wow.
a recent photo came out with him and Donald Trump too. Did you
You
post
said
that?
what?
A recent photo came out with him and Donald Trump
Who?
about that same mayor. That same mayor. There was a picture of
Oh
him and
yeah.
Donald Trump. And then, no, it wasn't you. Someone posted it and said, "You're almost worse than Kanye West when he was off his meds."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
basically
mean,
on that, what's her name, Karen Owens train.
You mean
Candace
Candace?
Owens.
I call her
Trash.
Karen Owens.
I call her Basura.
Basura
trash.
is right.
She's trash.
Karen Basura
You know what?
Owens.
I just like, I just was driving around Compton today, showing my stylist and doing location shooting for my music video. That's what I did for the most part today. And I went to Sloss and Swap Meet. And I just feel like I connected to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like for me, bitches like that get like knocked out. Like there's no conversation. It's on site. So when I see you, I'm gonna, like I can't.
I got your back,
Ignorance.
y'all.
It's willful ignorance, and it's just something that I don't understand why we tolerate. But at the same time, like I am on the side of I like to hear what everyone has to say. You know what I'm saying?
I do want that we hear.
Everyone has an
We
opinion,
listen,
but there are so many of my white friends that have sent me that video of her and been like, I think she makes a great point. And I'm like, the fact that no black person supports her should say enough.
Like, I mean, she does have her, what does she call it? Her new book where she's basically having people divest from.
I was so aggressive when I pushed her. I'm sorry.
Oh my
God! That's what happens when you give me shots.
That was so perfect, though. It was so funny. Oh my God. Oh.
Oops. Nice to meet you.
No, what I was gonna say is people will think that people respond to like how confident someone is saying something.
That's right.
Like if I start to talk about like, no, the sky is actually purple because and the reflection in your eyes because most people's eyes are brown. Like if I start saying things that absolutely make no sense, but I'm confident about it and I'm giving you
It warrants our consideration.
You're gonna take it into consideration. And the thing about me is like I try to listen to everybody and what it is that they have to say. You know what I mean? Like to see where it is they're coming from. But I know that she's coming from a specific place and what her intent is every time she speaks, which is to confuse people or play devil's advocate or gaslight people. You know what I'm saying? Like
she found a card and she's using it and to build her name and get some sort of fucking fame.
Hell yeah, that's it.
That's all it is.
And she started that book. She started that book to get people to go from being a Democrat to being a Republican. Like she has like a whole movement of like black Republicans and
I don't know about y'all, but I'm over this two-party system. I'm over.
Oh yeah, I am too. Because it's not really a two-party system. It really isn't because both parties have goals to be right, but no one wants to do the right thing. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. It really doesn't.
There's more than two ways of thinking, and I just wish that there was more room for actual opportunity to lead the charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we decide to vote independent or Green Party or whatever it is, libertarian, I don't even know what the other things are, but I think those are three other options.
Yeah, Green.
We know that it's a vote for Trump, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we don't vote. It splits the vote. So I just think it's really unfortunate because, I have friends who are from other countries. I'm thinking about Australia, New Zealand, Norway, and I'm thinking about how we're not, this isn't the best way to do it. at all.
I feel like people are just not educated enough. I feel like when it comes to voting, people just think that it's important for the presidency, but it's beneath the president that's way more important. It's about our local senators, our local legislators.
And
our
I've been
local
realizing
mayors.
that more than ever. You know, in the
Yeah, because
conversations
that's not something that we were taught. See, knowledge is power.
No.
Knowledge is power, and the people that are taught that are kids, are rich kids, and they're taught that because
is that
they
true?
want them to be able to step into what it is that their parents are doing.
Is that the vibe? Like, our children who come from, you know, generational wealth, are they being taught that?
Rich white people, because my dad did gain wealth.
Yeah.
But I'm Hispanic, and I was not taught any of that. So I was Hispanic who grew up in a predominantly white school, and I was taught wrong history.
But even charter, but see, we're taught wrong history, but it's right history for them to do what it is that they need to do, but it's not our history. That's why the argument of, well, somebody tried to argue with me on Twitter, and it's just so funny because I was like, oh, I'm, you know, speaking at Fuck the Fourth tomorrow, you know, and someone's like, and, you know, they started trying to gaslight me, like, well, you know, I believe in Black Lives Matter. I believe that Black Lives Matter, but what exactly is the fourth? And I'm like, listen, I'm going to go straight to what it is that you're actually asking me, because I don't play that. I don't play that middleman shit. We're not building up to this. I don't celebrate the 4th of July. I haven't for a long time. It's not for any look or anything like that. It's not for a political reason. It is literally, for me, the slaves that were still on a plantation during when y'all were saying everyone else is free, they were still on a plantation.
When was the 4th of July? Was that 1776?
1776. It was supposed to be the Day of Independence.
How can we celebrate that in good conscience?
And then I don't think that the last slaves were freed 3 years later, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, they were.
Texas was the last one.
Texas was the last one, and you know that they dug up on that. They dug up bodies from that not too long ago. They were digging in Texas, and they found some of those bodies from slaves from that last battle to get out when they finally got word that they were free. And then she started telling me, well, you know, Black people fought too. Yeah, Black people actually didn't fight. They were sent on the front lines to be killed first. They were used as shields. Yeah. They weren't given proper equipment or guns. Right. So that's not true either. They were actually being used also. And also the Civil War was just slavery wasn't the only thing that they
people are in the comments talking about 1865. People are correcting us and saying 1865.
Oh yeah, Juneteenth is 1865. Wait, so what was 1776? So wait, 1776 was Independence Day, right?
No.
Yeah, I feel like that was independent.
Guys, I think
no, that was the
1776 is when America. 1492 is when Columbus landed.
1863 was emancipation. Hold on. 1863 was emancipation, but it took till 1865 for the final ones to get there.
But 1776 is when America was liberated from being a British colony. Is that not correct?
Yes, yes.
So therefore they celebrated Independence Day as you know, as the colonies, like where I'm from, New England, Massachusetts. Are we incorrect? Independence Day is 1776.
Yes.
Declaration of Independence 1776.
Yeah, so
July 4th.
right.
My friend Ashley.
So we were right.
Is that Ashley? Yeah, Ashley Nicole. She's a lawyer. She knows all the.
How cool is it that like we can be in dialogue with all these different people who can kind of like hold us to account, who can challenge us, who can be like, consider this, blah blah blah. This is cool. I like that.
Is our birthday from King George? Yeah, 1776.
And
Juneteenth was in 1865.
Yes.
Wow.
But I thought it was 3 years later.
3 years later after.
So Galveston, Texas is where the last slaves were freed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is not Galveston, Texas, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but is that not a border city? A border town? I was just wondering if that's also like a ground zero for what's going on with immigrants right now. Texas.
Wow. There was slavery that was still existing, and even though the Constitution exists, the 13th Amendment still has a loophole for slavery. There's a documentary on Netflix.
It's
by
crazy.
Eva DuVernay that talks about how the loophole legalizes slavery if you're considered a criminal, which most black people are. There are currently black people that are considered criminals that are still in jail for just selling marijuana, and they're being used for prison labor by a lot of companies that we use.
I do think that the documentary she's talking about should be required viewing.
Yeah.
Required viewing. I think we should watch it.
My friend Ashley, that's in here, Ashley Nicole Williams, she said it took 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, yes, in 1863, for a general to go down to Galveston and read the order telling the slaves that they were free.
Wow.
And ever since then, it's been a battle. And
89 years after Independence Day, and almost 3 years after the Emancipation Proclamation.
Trump is talking about Hispanic people and black people and all these other people, Chinese people now being terrorists, but yet the KKK is legal.
Yeah, that's crazy that they're not a terrorist group.
Yeah.
It's irresponsible is not an adequate word to
Ignorant.
You know what I'm saying? To explain how him not denouncing. What were y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? How you can not denounce white supremacy in the KKK?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because it doesn't benefit
domestic terrorism.
It's like if you don't have to live through it, you can ignore it.
Someone just said, I learned more from Miss Amber than I did in school. And that's 100.
Aww. Thanks.
Were you in public school as well, Amber, or did you go to a private or a charter school?
I went to private school first, which was predominantly black, but I still didn't even get that kind of education from that, because they were taught their education is the same as our education. It's the same thing being passed down. I do
feel really passionately that I think education is one of our biggest. We have so much room for improvement. I'm trying to speak positively about it. You know, here in America.
Education is a
we are lacking.
I'll say it important.
It is so important.
I don't need to know that pi equals 3.14. I need to know the facts about my heritage. I need to know the facts about Black history. I need to know the facts about how California was formed. And it was through murder.
Yeah.
It's an inconvenient truth, which is unfortunate, and people don't want to look our history in the face because it is so uncomfortable.
But I have to say,
it requires us to do it right now.
I have to say though, like even when you were saying, I'm trying to speak into it positively, it's important to call a spade a spade. Our educational system is whitewashed and it's bullshit.
It's also a shame in comparison to every other major country.
Yeah.
We ain't shit.
We don't know our true history.
Yeah, we don't.
So a lot of people don't understand. Like my niece, it's terrified of. I had to sit and talk to her about it. She's terrified. Like, Auntie, why do you have to go out there? Why are you, protesting? Why do you have to do this? And then, then you have people like my parents who did what they did, but they didn't really have time to fight for autonomy, or they didn't have time to fight for equity. They just was like, okay, this is as much as they're giving us, so we need to be satisfied with this, because at least we're not slaves, and at least now we can go into any restaurant we want, and we can use whatever restroom it is that we want, and we can, they're like exhausted.
Conforming.
Right? They're like exhausted. They didn't have the time to be like, well, we need to keep fighting for this because they're exhausted. And so now we come along and we want autonomy. We want the fucking police to be defunded. We want, we want all of those things.
And
our parents are like, you're asking for too much.
Yeah, and for those of you people that don't understand what defunding the police mean, it doesn't mean less police. It means adding funding to the people that matter, like school teachers who use their own money to buy school supplies. It means to mental health specialists to work into these schools instead of police officers who just sit there on their ass hoping that a student doesn't start a school shooting. If there were actually access to mental health professionals, maybe those school shootings wouldn't exist. It's not about being less safe. It's about being safer.
It actually is, and it's like and I need people to start thinking in more ways of systems instead of people.
Yeah.
People are taking things very personally when you say this is racist, or police kill black and brown people at a higher rate than they do, white people, or A, B, and C, right? It's the system. It's
Right.
not the individual person.
That's right.
When you are stuck in a system, you have to work the way that you're supposed to work, or the system stops.
Right.
And you will be removed.
Right.
Right.
I don't think that anything that Chris Dorner did was right. He should not have killed people. That police officer, that LAPD police officer, definitely should not have been out there killing people. Definitely. But I read that man's manifesto. It took me a couple of days, but I read his manifesto, and he was crazy. I don't want to say crazy. I'm sorry. That's not a nice word. He was dealing with trauma.
He was frustrated.
And he was, dealing with things within that system specifically. And it caused him to do what he did because nobody was listening to him. He couldn't go and correct anything. No one's ever going to correct these police officers. They're not going to, because they are a unit. They have to speak and move the same. They have to speak and move the same.
Oh, no.
Way.
Right.
But also within the defunding the police, people also need to. Sorry, y'all, my host keep calling. I'm sorry. People need to calm down, y'all. People also need to understand that part of the money that they want to bring is to train people in the proper way, right? One of my friends was telling me one of her husband's best friends actually was a mental health therapist. And now he's a police officer. But he was only ever trained to control the situation, never de-escalate the situation. Always control it. He never de-escalated the situation. But now, because he was a mental health professional, he can recognize when something is going on mentally with someone. He can say, oh, you're a little drunk. Who's your nearest relative? Are you here? Are you blah, 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 blah? You know what I'm saying? And so he was saying even him, being a police officer, understands the defunding of the police means, okay, let's give the money to where it needs to go, and also give money to the departments for people that need to learn new protocols. There will be a division that deals with violence. Amazing. But there needs to be a division that deals with domestic violence. There needs to be a division that deals with mental health issues, or people that steal, or homelessness. Every single issue can't have the same solution. That's insane.
Well, unfortunately, what I learned is a lot of police officers who work for the sheriff's department or whatever are, they start off working in the prison cells, and they are taught to be more aggressive with people of color, mainly Black people. And if they are not, they get hazed. They get made fun of. They have a hard time. So that's the mentality that they learn. Even if they don't agree with it, that's what they learn, so they can protect themselves. So then when they go out into the real world, that's all they know. And if they are not more aggressive to people of color, they get in trouble. That's what needs to change.
Yeah. It's an attitude. It's a system. That's what you're talking about. It's a system. And that's why I tell people, I don't hate anyone. I don't hate white people. I don't hate anyone. I hate the system that we all have been working in. And I hate this. Yeah, it is institutionalized racism. That's what someone says. It's also systemic racism. There's also economic racism. All of these things are systems, and people need to stop looking at them as
taking it so personally as well. Because I think that's unfortunate. I do think that, white people might take this movement, this revolution that's happening in our country, and take it personally and think that, there's some anti-white thing going on.
No, it's not that.
Who fucking cares?
It's what we all learned.
It's just really, it's holding systems to account and being like,
and recognizing that we are still being affected.
My pastor said, he said, the system isn't broken. It was built this way. It needs to be broken.
Yeah. It needs to be broken down. And I have friends like to argue. My friend Ashley that's in here, you know, she's a lawyer and she works on campaigns with certain, you know, candidates. I won't say which one. And, you know, we had that conversation is like with a person like her that is more knowledgeable about the law and all that. She understands how you can work within the system to get things done. But for me, as a person that has been affected by the system, I don't have time to wait for people to care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen that they don't. So in my opinion, burn the shit down. It all needs to come down, and then it needs to be rebuilt.
Right.
And I don't know if that's something that's ever going to happen, because the powers that be are never going to let you tear this down, because it just doesn't
Hold on.
affect
Somebody
them
here
in a
said,
good way.
somebody here said, don't call all white people white people. That's racist. I don't even know what you mean. And just, what are you really talking about is what I'm curious about.
Elaborate. What does that mean?
I really am curious.
Then don't call all Latin people Mexican.
I just,
Hello. That
That's
part.
tea.
And I even asked Francia, I was like, Francia, I want you to educate me. And that's the thing, like, I can't, there are things that I can look up for myself, but this is my friend. Like, Francia is my friend. So I'm like, okay, so what is the proper term? And Francia explained it to me. I'll never make that mistake again. Don't come into anything arrogant.
right.
Thinking that you know or ready to argue.
Come in
when
open,
when I
receptive.
When I talk to, I'm saying this last thing, and then I got to call my host back before they get mad. When I talk to my friends that are not, or when I do like a panel, or I speak to executives or something, when they're trying to understand what it is that we're talking about, I always say, when you are speaking to someone that has a different experience from you, you are the reader. They are the author.
Yes.
They are the author. You are reading from their perspective. You don't get to have an opinion. You are reading the book. I am the author. I'm telling you my experience. I'm giving you the information that I have, so that you can understand why I do what I do, why I speak the way that I speak. You know, triggers and trauma.
Right.
I always say triggers and trauma. We have to start understanding why people are the way that they are, why they respond the way that they respond, why they can't.
I was recently talking about how a lot of people are like, I'm not racist, I don't see color. And I was thinking about how it's important to see it, because I related it to relationships. You know, when you start dating someone, you start telling them the trauma that you've been through. You want them to understand the person that you are because of what you've survived. So when you tell me I don't see color, you're telling me that you don't see my story, that my story doesn't matter. So it's important to see color, because our story matters. It makes us who we are. It tells you how we survived, and it tells you where we're going. It's so important and relevant. And someone kind of mentioned it right here, right
If
now.
you don't see color, you don't see us. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Exactly,
somebody said that. And also color doesn't, you saying that you have to erase my color in order for you to see me as human is hurtful.
Yeah.
But I want to be devil's advocate here, because I don't think that that's the intention.
No, it's not at all.
It's not.
Most well-meaning white people, when they say that they don't see color, it isn't, and you know it's not what they mean. However, it might be a dismissal that is, it's a missed opportunity to really have dialogue and to understand someone else's experience. I think that as a culture, as Americans, we lack curiosity, because we are taught to regurgitate things that we're taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, in our education system, it's like, okay, learn this, so then you can punch in the right thing.
Yeah.
That's not the vibe. The vibe is, how about we get curious? We become inquisitive about other people's experience, and about, you know, perhaps you lived on the other side of the train tracks. Perhaps we lived on the same side of the train tracks. Like, let's develop some curiosity, some inquisitiveness.
I'm sorry. My friend Ashley, I just watched, I need to finish watching it, but I just watched that talk from, I can't think of her name right now because I'm like flustered, but there's a talk that I need to send everyone, all of you guys. I'll put it in the group chat. It's called Ally versus Co-Conspirator.
Whoa.
And it is one of the best explanations of the differences between an ally and a co-conspirator. Just like how Black Lives Matter back in the day was a term that
Radical
was
term.
radical, right? It's not that anymore.
It's so silly that was radical.
It's so crazy that it's radical, right? It's the same thing with kind of being an ally. Being an ally is not that radical anymore.
Right. It's expected.
Being a co-conspirator, though, actively doing and planning in your life every single day to break down these systems. And I saw somebody, let me talk about the color is a social construct. You're very right. It is a social construct, but it doesn't make it any less significant because our experiences are not insignificant.
Right.
It is a construct. Very true.
Someone just mentioned here, can we all acknowledge that all three of us are from different backgrounds?
We are.
That's
cool.
We are. And we're all on the same team because just like Jane Elliott said, there is one race and it's called the human race.
Exactly. And our differences only tell our different experiences. And it's so dope. Like when I sit and I talk to Francia and I'm like, listen, I want to help, as much as I can. Like, hey, hell yeah, fuck the fourth. There's kids that are in cages.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There are kids, there are Hispanic kids in cages, Latinx kids in cages, there are Asian kids in cages, there are Habesha kids in cages, from Ethiopia, Youth, Africa, all of those places.
Whew. Yeah, we cannot celebrate freedom. And even going back to Vanessa Guillen, who was about to speak about a sexual assault that she endured and is now murdered because she can't be free.
Bludgeoned. That is a passion murder.
Can I tell you, Amber, I mentioned this earlier, but I did a pilot in 2013 about this very same subject. My character was in the Navy and got raped. And then I was going to speak, and out of nowhere, I was in a coma. It's a pilot that didn't get picked up, but that was the basis of the show about the Navy. It's something that's been going on for a really long time.
My aunt is in the Army and she's fucked up from it.
I have a female family member who was in the service, in the armed service as well. I'm not exactly sure what branch she was in. She was super high up though. And
yeah, my aunt too.
Nobody is exempt
right
from, unfortunately, when you're a woman. Anyway,
she was a captain, and they, band together against her. So it's whew, that is heavy. Every time I think about those kids that are in cages,
I got to visit some of them. I won't say where, and it's crazy. I was so heartbroken because so many of them had so much hope. Like, oh, when I get out of here, and I couldn't.
I'm seeing some people in the comments talking about how they're military brats or they grew up on a military base, and they're saying that they understand what we're saying. That there is a culture that has been fostered that unfortunately does protect abusers.
Yeah.
Someone said, can you talk about how minority groups intersectionality, I think, in minority groups? Ooh, that's a tough conversation.
Yeah, it is.
I make it a point not to get in another community's business, right?
Right.
So a lot of work that we have to do as a Black community, one to another. Intersectionality is not something that we can understand as a whole yet, because Black people are still trying to figure out freedom. And then you have intersectionality where it's like the thing that a cis black man deals with is not the same as what a gay black man deals with.
Right. Exactly.
It's not the same as what a cis black woman deals with, or a trans black woman deals with, or. And there has been, like, within our community, there's been a battle because now trans women are doing all trans lives matter,
Right.
and all trans black lives matter, or black trans lives matter, and then people that are doing black black lives matter are like, well, that covers it all. But it's like, it doesn't if the only people that anyone ever posts about are cis males, cis black males.
Right.
There is no, for you to feel that there's arguments that if the black man is protected, then we're all protected. But the most unprotected here in the U.S. are black women and trans women of color. So the conversation of intersectionality, it does need to happen, and we have a long way to go.
Yes.
There's a lot of self-hate. There's a lot of fear around that. There's a lot of religion around that.
There's a lot. There's a lot. It's a hard subject right now. So, sorry, I'm reading the comments too.
Me too. I'm just reading.
Yeah, being specific.
Hi, Corey from Louisiana. Self-hate is created by white supremacy. And, like, I hate when people are like, you guys have to, you blame everything on white people. It's not necessarily blaming it on white people. It's the system.
Yeah. And also, I think that even when we talk about white people as a whole, again, speaking as a white person, I think that we're taking it too personally. Mm-hmm. Even referring to a group of people, I think we're talking about the system. I think we're talking about the things that uphold this being.
It's talking about what we were taught growing up, the lies that we were taught, the injustices that we were not taught.
Yeah.
Because it's too disturbing and despicable, honestly, when we think about what American history is. It would
because it was built on murder.
It would compel us to confront this.
It was built on murder to my people.
Yeah.
And shipping your people, Amber, over to be slaves.
To build a country that we're not welcome in.
Yeah, exactly.
Whew, it's a lot. Amber, have you been to the National, I'm not sure if I'm saying the
National African American History Museum?
No. Is it in D.C. or Philly?
It's in D.C.
Have you been?
Yes.
That was one of the
hardest shit that I've ever looked at.
One of the best museums I've ever been to, actually. And I love museums. I'm such a nerd.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like, I love museums. I love a natural history museum.
Clearly,
I love
we're all
science
nerding
museum.
out right now.
We are.
So I do think that I wish that experience could be a required experience for American children, particularly in the public school system, as that's what I come from. Yeah. You were saying that's where you come from as well.
We did go together, Ashley. Me and my friend Ashley. She was like, we went together. We did. We got up really early. Went to that museum. My friend Ashley, she always says that she thinks everyone should have
it's required.
A required year of law.
Oh wow.
She was like, everybody should have 1 year of going to law school just to understand how the system works. Because
I 100% agree. I took a law course.
You really want to understand how the system works to understand it.
Yeah, I took a law course during the quarantine, and my mind is blown with what I learned in 6 weeks rather than 18 years of school. That was a lie. Someone is saying that they went to the museum. We're talking about the National Museum of African American History in 8th grade. So I think that's awesome that, some schools are taking it upon themselves to say.
Oh, it's a lot of schools that have been going to DC. I mean, that was part of President Obama's legacy. That's one thing that he made sure
That's great.
that he left behind was that museum. And it's, if people really understand, like, there's so much symbolism behind how it was built kind of like a slave ship, and what all of the crosses and the textures mean, and how you start at the bottom.
Museum, where you start at the top, or you start at the,
no, you start at the bottom, which would be the bows of the ship. Woo! Which is where they came over from slavery. And that as you move up, you see things happening, and it's like it's so, yeah. My friend Jay went with me too. We went together, and it was so overwhelming that it took me twice to go to the museum to see everything, because it was just so overwhelming, y'all. So overwhelming. But it was great. It was great. And I'm looking forward to learning not just my history, but I watched documentaries. There was a documentary on Mexican history on Netflix that I thought was really amazing. And I want to learn about Native Americans, and like, I want to learn about everyone's culture, because what I'm seeing so far from what I see is we all kind of have the same experiences at different times in our lives. And I want to be able to look someone in the eye and be like, okay, I'm not a part of your culture, but I know a bit of what you've been through, so I can understand, having a conversation with you, what you mean and where you're coming from, which I think is really, really dope.
I would love to see this spirit of curiosity that you're speaking about. I would love to see this spirit spread to as many people as possible, because I think that the more inquisitive we become, the more curious we become about other people's experiences, I think it's only going to benefit our country, our society, our generation, and just everything. It really is our responsibility, in my opinion, as global citizens and just human beings, to think outside of our own understanding.
I think it's so important.
Someone just asked about just asked if I could speak on the racism that goes on within the Latin culture, which colorism is real. It is.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, which, just like everything else that we've been talking about, it was taught, unfortunately. But also, too, I was telling you, Amber, I so admire the Black community, because you guys support each other. You guys hold each other's hand. You guys promote each other. You guys talk about your history, and you guys also step out for each other. And one of the things that I learned, especially in these recent years, is that we segregate ourselves, which gives power to a lot of other people in power to segregate us. If you're Mexican, you don't like Salvadorians, or you don't like Hondureños, or you don't like Puerto Ricans. Like, some of us, we segregate ourselves. When JLo was cast as Selena, a lot of people were upset because she's Puerto Rican and not Mexican. Yeah, and we have to have a responsibility to stop doing that to ourselves, because we're giving power to people outside of our culture to segregate us. Who cares? As when I first started playing Anna on Grownish, I went up to the producers and I was like, I'm not Cuban, I'm Mexican and Honduran. Like, is that going to be a problem? And I spoke about that with a lot of my other Latin actress friends, like Eva Longoria in America, and other Cuban friends that I have. And they're like, no, we're actors. That's what we do. We act. I'm at least Latin. So we need to stop segregating ourselves, stop hating each other, and unite hands, just like the Black community does, because there's so much racism within our own community. Our children are trapped in cages right now, and they're not just Mexican, they're Honduran, they're Salvadorian, they're Puerto Rican, they're all types of Latino. So we need to unite as well and start fighting for our people, our culture, and our history. So that's what I just have to say about that.
Yeah, that's amazing. But even in and I would like to piggyback off of that, like, even in Black culture, there still is that colorism. People are telling light-skinned people that they're not Black enough. People are telling Black people that they're too Black. There's that excuse my language, that house nigga and field nigga type of separation. But I just want people to know that the Black people that were in the house, they suffered so much, just like the ones that were out in the field. You think that the people that were in the house living and sleeping where the abusers were safer than you because you were outside? Hell no. They suffered being beat and raped and disrespected just like you did, if not more. So that whole light skin versus dark skin shit, that's not, we're Black.
Yeah,
As Kanye
exactly.
said, even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. To
And even
everybody.
even biracial kids.
Yeah.
Biracial kids, you're Black. If you are mixed with Hispanic or white or whatever, it doesn't change you. It doesn't make you lessen. You are Black. You are half Black and half white, or half Black and half Hispanic. And unfortunately, you know, I dated a lot of Black men in my life. My ex was Black, and I did get a lot of comments like, why don't you date your own kind? We need to stop that. Look at what's happening right now. Who gives a fuck who I date? If they're Black, white, Asian, or whatever, it doesn't matter. We are all fighting the same fight. It is about equality. So you guys are being hypocrites for fighting for equality and then telling me to date my own kind. It's bullshit. More than likely, I'm going to have a biracial kid, and I will be damned if I have to raise my kid in an environment like this. Fuck that.
And it's important that go ahead.
These conversations, I'm sorry, Amber, these conversations that are being had, you know, within our generation, I do think that it will, you know, undoubtedly impact our children's generation, because there was such a, what is the word I'm looking for? Just a discomfort with even having these type of conversations about race. And I am so happy that we're at a place now where we are forced to confront the history of our country and all the diversity that exists here. You know, we want to celebrate how diverse America is. Okay, let's not act like we don't see color. You know what I mean? Let's celebrate all the amazing things that make up, all the amazing people and different cultures that make up our country. I just think it's so important. And to not only recognize our differences, but more, I wouldn't say more importantly, that's not correct. Just as importantly, to also celebrate and acknowledge that which is true within all of us as human beings. So I just, what a time to be alive. What a time. What a time to be alive.
I love hearing JoJo speak because she's so earnest. Like she picks every single word, like the perfect word.
I really try. So I hope I'm coming across the way that I want.
My favorite memory of Jo is someone really tried to test her, and she goes, "I studied for my fucking SATs. I'm smart as fuck."
Did I say that? You did. You know what I said?
We were in section 24.
That
the vocabulary.
I know my language.
Very much so something that Jo would say in response.
The fuck is wrong with me?
JoJo said, "Excuse me." No. I studied for my SATs.
Yeah,
thank
you.
you.
With me, honey.
I'm just not a pretty girl. I'm educated, bitch.
That part.
The thing is, I only have a high school education, but I'm the most curious bitch I know. I mean, I can't say that because I have a lot of curious friends. You know what I mean? We're having a conversation with 3 women who are very inquisitive, curious, and I think that's what's so friggin' awesome. But I didn't go to college, and that made me feel a bit insecure and kind of
me too.
And
I was working.
Exactly.
I was on Secret Life when I should have been in college.
We were all working. There's no coulda, woulda, shoulda. It was what it was.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I do think that like the fact that we can kind of tailor our education and focus on things that we're interested in is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We can read whatever we want.
Well, get on the school train with us, Jo.
Wait, are you doing it too?
Yeah.
What is that called?
Psychology.
I'm doing
Coursera.
I'm doing Coursera.
I'm sorry. I'm
I think that I'm
developing recipes,
to.
Amber.
I think I'm gonna end
learning
up going.
piano and developing recipes.
This vegan jerk meatball she made was so good.
No, I want the taco crunch wrap thing you made.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah,
I got you.
that.
I'll come back for that. Sure.
I got you.
Great.
Oh, let
So
me
you'll
know
be here
when.
next time. So you
Yeah.
gotta. Do you need to call back some of your hoes?
I do need to call back some of my hoes, but I wanted to just say that I love talking to you guys. I want to encourage everyone. Dexter, of course, you come in at the end.
Hi, Dexter.
Dexter is just great.
Hey.
I just want to end I just want to say how beautiful you two are and how amazing you are and smart, and you add so much. You add so much to my life. And it's important to me to have friends that don't look like me and have different experiences for me to grow. And I also want to just encourage everyone, like, listen before getting mad. You know what I'm saying? We know when it's called bullshit, but let's start to listen to hear what another person has to say, and listen to understand and not listen to argue, because we will get to where we need to go faster. Because some things are just ignorance. They're not malice.
If we can arrive at a conversation with our defenses
Down,
that would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't, you know, I know that nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to be accused of something that we don't, you know, identify with or want to be called or whatever. But if we could just arrive with our egos at bay and our defenses down, I do think that could be really constructive.
Amen. It's something that, and that's a skill that you have to acquire. I've been in therapy since January, and that is one thing that I am learning. You know, being a person that dealt with depression and anxiety, a lot of what I feel would be suppressed until I blew up at someone, or like I felt angry enough to say it, you know, and then it spilled out like hot lava. And we all know that lava will destroy anything, you know, as opposed to now, I don't let my anxiety keep me from saying, hey, you hurt me.
Right.
Hey, I don't feel comfortable with you doing this. No, the answer to that question is no.
Right. Actually, Amber, I really like the way you handled something in our group chat when somebody was like, I felt like you should have invited me to this or whatever. You're like, oh, I'm not going to do this on the group chat. Call me. Let's just talk about it.
Let's have FaceTime. You know, I had attitude when, you know, my period.
I was on that.
I don't know. I didn't think that was out of pocket. I thought that was
no, because I love y'all, and so I'm just like, let's
just talk about it.
Look at each other in the face and let's talk about it so that this doesn't blow up and become something that is not. Like after I cooled down, I was like, okay, girl,
let's not be passive aggressive.
You took it this way. That's not how they meant it. Calm yourself down. But that's growth. And then I was able to apologize and say, you know what? I understand where grow. I understand where you guys are coming from. This is where I was coming. You know, I get it now. And I'm learning that everybody isn't after you. You know, I don't need my ego stroked. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to not ego, but like I don't need those defenses up all the time.
Right.
Not with everyone.
I can be okay with if you did something wrong that hurt me and I love you, I know that I can tell you. I can say it to you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of walking around holding on to it. I don't do that anymore.
That's what I love about our group chat and our friendship.
Yeah, it's much better when you're just open. Okay, let me call my host back.
Okay.
All right, go do that. All right.
I love you
guys.
Amber,
For jumping on.
This was so freaking great.
Yeah, this has made our whole night.
This was great.
I'm glad that you guys answered my request.
Of course.
Always.
I'm glad you came back.
I'll make you a Crunchwrap Supreme next time.
Yes. So here for it.
All right, have fun with your house.
Bye.
Bye.
Man. Oh. Yo, Amber's such a good girl. Like,
That's
not
made the
hoes.
whole night.
It's not hoes, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it's not that. We were just teasing. Anyways, so
What a cool night. What a cool
good night.
conversation.
What a great live. And we were on here for 3 hours?
Yeah. Damn near 3 hours. So I'm going to see if I can save this because I think it might be
important.
If anybody wants to check it out.
So we love y'all.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you were drinking along with us.
I'm at a 10 now. Woo!
We're fully lit. Love you guys. Be well.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Stay curious.